Coming to you live in beautiful 24 kilobit per second monophonic sound, this is Stucknut Radio, live at www.stucknut.net/radio.
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. The money coming slow out of the sky like confetti. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I guess I gotta shoot, so I make sure I hold it steady. I'm ready.
All right. Smackoff 27. You found us. Way to go. It's crazy how it just gets, in my opinion, better and better. Man, there's a lot going on. A lot to talk about. My brother from another mother, Hedstrom's in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Thousand Islands, Ontario. Look at this beautiful background we got here.
I love it.
This is where we're diving tomorrow, people. This is tomorrow and Sunday and Monday. Love this place. It's beautiful. This is God's country here. But in reality, what it really looks like right now is this. I mean,
you just showed off. Yeah, that's awesome. Smackoff 27. Hedstrom in the house. He's literally in a hotel room because he's going to go have fun this week, but we had to take care of some business, so we got him here. I had to turn this thing up because I couldn't hear him, so I did that. That's awesome. I'm learning the system. What's up, Steve?
You didn't have to.
Yeah. Hey, Hedstrom, by the way, when we started and you started talking, I couldn't hear you, so I noticed that the Steve's mixer, you were low, so my I just reactively turned you up, brother. I'm pretty proud of myself, man. Smackoff 27. Brad won. I mean, obviously he won it, but he's just so smooth, Hedstrom. I mean, that's going to be hard to beat. The delivery, the content, he just, man, I don't know. I cannot believe that the champ is 6, but on the other hand, I can. Let's start from number 10, okay? You are listening to Smackoff 27, the post Smackoff wrap-up show. Let's do this. How y'all doing out there? Jump in if you want to. No, okay, wait. Hedstrom, before we start, can you get into the details of how you want the callers to call in, or if anyone wants to join us this evening?
Yeah, if you want to join us today, the best way for us to line it up is because we only have one line. So if everybody's trying to call at once, you're going to be on the line, Steve's on there, and the thing's just going to be going off. You're going to get a busy signal, whatever. What I need you to do is I need you to DM me your number. I will line them up, and Steve will call you, and that's how we will get you on the line. Just so that you know, all privacy, we do not share numbers, okay? We do not share information. We don't do that, so don't even give me that bullshit, all right? Your DM will be deleted right away. I don't keep your numbers. The only ones that see your numbers are me and these guys, and then we get rid of it. So that aside, that's the best way for us to do it. Yes, we do have a number, and yes, you probably could try and call it to get in, but this is the easiest way to do it. So if you could please do it that way, that would be great. So just DM me your number. We'll line you up. Granted, we're going to have people probably, 3 and 5 in the queue if it's anything like last year. If a Smackoff participant calls, if Hawk calls, if Jim Rome calls, they're going to obviously bump the line. Yeah. So just be very, very patient with us. We want to get to everybody. We can't do this for 4 hours and 20 minutes like we did last time, but we're going to do it as long as we can and get as many people on as we can.
Get on the horn if you want to call us. DM Hedstrom. He'll get you on there. DM Steve. They know how to do all this. I just got chat access. The team chat says Canada got screwed, man. Canada got screwed. Tyler was good. I thought surprisingly. That was from Tiffany. What's up, Tiff? I really thought Matt and Van was top 10 material. N. Davis 028. This is one of the best Smackoffs. I'm in the chat now. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? All right. So, that first hour sucked. Nick and Duluth. That's what Nick says. Hey, he hated the fucking first hour. All right, though. We're going to interact with you guys for as long as we can do it here. If you want to get out here and talk to us and let you know what you thought, how you thought everybody slotted, what you thought about how the flow was of the Smackoff. 27 years Jim's been doing this, and that son of a bitch is trending in Twitter #1 for an hour at least. Hedstrom, that's Twitter. I mean, there's things going on in around here in the world, but yet when the Smackoff shows up, we clones know how to knock it out of the park. We know how to trend. Hey, wait, Paul's dog's in the house. Damn, I got Paul's dog here. Dude, good showing, Paul's dog. Where is he, man? Paul's dog. Come over here, boy. Hey, man, I got to give him some props, man. That was great. All right, I'm going to go through the chat here real quick. Marie says, I just want to say I was right. Jeremy got on and Brad won. Marie called her shot. Big one, I thought. I thought Brad's call was over the top, but still really good. That comes from Rum Dog 47, another dog in the house. What's up, though? Let's see. N. Davis. I liked that Rome laid out, got more callers on, didn't get too many takes between callers. Great flow. Benton's in here. The dog got robbed. Benton's in here, the webmaster. He thinks Paul got robbed, man. Johnny's in here. First hour stunk minus Dan and Jeremy. All right, you guys, I'm following you around. I'll get in here. Let's go ahead and get the show rolling. If you want to talk to us, DM Hedstrom. Let's go ahead and just DM you, right, Hedstrom? We can do that way?
That's right. DM me.
All right.
Then
all right.
basically I'm lining them up. We're giving the numbers to Steve. He's able to contact you, and then we'll go from there. We're going to get through as many of these as we can. By the way, today's show is brought to you by NOS Energy Drink. This stuff kept me awake. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning, on the road by 6. 6 hours, 10 minutes. It's a new record to get up here. Usually it takes 7 hours to get up here. 6 hours and 10 minutes, my brother.
Nice, man. So you were flying. Good
I
job.
was obeying all speed laws.
I wasn't yesterday, but that's
Well,
another thing.
I shouldn't say that. Let's just say that there was at least one vehicle that was going faster than I was today at all times.
Hey, guys, big fan. I'm listening for work. I get a shout out. What's up, 12? Wisco. Oh, Wisco's tonight, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Wisco's tonight. Remember.
Yeah, big thanks to 12 Wood for last night. Ralph, is it Missouri City?
Yes.
Texas? Very nice. Nice to have him in, and Tyler and Oshkosh having him in, and the callers that called last night. Really appreciate you guys helping us out, setting up our audio.
All right. Here we go. Steve, you ready?
Yeah, we got Zach and Philly on the phone.
Zach and Philly, brother. Welcome to the Post Smackoff Show on Stucknut Radio. What you got? Brother? Talk to me, man.
What's going on, guys?
How you doing?
Yo, does my line sound all right?
You're on. You're live and you're flowing, man. Let's see what you got, brother.
All right, because I'm calling from the beach, man. So I was kicking it on the beach, watching the Smackoff or listening to Smackoff, tweeting. It was such a good time, man. And honestly, I think Rome got it right with the top three. I was really pulling for Vic. His call. I mean, I was sitting here. I heard Vic. It was the first call of the day that made me actually laugh out loud in terms of some of the jokes that he made, some of the just what he was doing. It was great. I tweeted out. It felt like Phil Mickelson at the PGA, coming out of nowhere. You didn't expect it. Vic brought it. I thought Sean's call was great, and Sean should have been rewarded, for the sports takes, and he was. He made the top three, and I thought Brad's call was really funny. So those are the three calls I like the most. I kind of wish Vic won, but you really can't argue with Brad winning. Kaleb's audio issues, I'm very happy they didn't reward him because, I don't know, to me it sounded like he was like blasting the show in the background almost. I feel like that's why the double audio came in.
Why can't
I don't know, man. I think that's what was going on.
Hey, dude, why can't we get this right? This is 2 years in a row. Isn't it? Why can't we figure this
That's
out?
what I'm saying. Like, that was the one thing Rome said to him. Like, dude, your audio last year ruined your call. So if you're gonna call in again and get it wrong, you have no business being in the top five. I even thought was too high for him.
Hey, bro, I don't mean to be duding you a lot, but you're at the beach, so I got to dude you. But dude, you and I are discussing this, right? And we're on the post Smackoff show. When you're calling Jim Rome Smackoff, there's one thing. There's one thing you got to get done right. You got to get the phone right. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, brother?
Absolutely.
I love
Dude,
your
that's what they tell you on hold. When you call into Rome, that's what they tell you. Hey, man, take your phone off speaker, make sure your line's good, and then you're going on. The last thing I want to say, man, I appreciate you guys and what you're doing. I appreciate Stucknut. Steve, man, I made 2 calls this year. One was a good call after the Super Bowl. The other I got ran. And Steve put them both up on Stucknut. It was an honor, man, just seeing my name up there. I'm angling for next year, man. I was taking notes today. I'm going to make some good calls in the future, and I appreciate what you guys do.
Well, I do post everyone's calls, so don't feel that special.
That's just
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, Zach, you started.
Hey, Zach, hang on a second.
ahead.
Zach, while we're on the line, you can help us out a little bit. Can you hear Pool Doc okay? Or can you hear all the audio okay? We want to test as we go along here.
Yeah. I think I'm hearing everything very clear.
Very good. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
Hey, Zach, before I let you go,
Appreciate it, guys.
Before I let you go, this is exactly what this show is for. Your call is exactly what we're looking for. You killed it. Enjoy that frickin' beach. Have a great one, brother, and we'll talk to you soon, man.
I'm about to go skimboarding. I appreciate you guys. I'll be listening. Have a good one, and I hope Silk Broad calls in next year. I don't know what he's doing, man.
All right. Hey, Zach. Say cool,
Brah.
brother. Late.
Yep.
All right. That's him. All right. That's how you do it. Zach in Philly at the beach.
I'm getting a lot of problems with your mic, though, Bulldog.
Oh, yeah?
And what's tough about it is like you're sitting right next to me, so
I
hear you great, but coming to the board,
You want me to get
can't
my mic
tell.
closer?
Coming to the board is not great. Okay, listen, people. So if you're having trouble getting a hold of me and DMing me, you're gonna have to follow me, and I'm gonna have to follow you back. Okay. The reason I'm doing this is because it's a cheap ploy for me to get more follows. No, seriously. If you're having any issues DMing me on Twitter, just DM me, okay? At Headstrom Bacon, all lowercase, all one word, at Headstrom Bacon. And I will follow you back, and you will be able to DM me your number. Okay, people?
I guarantee I think I fixed it. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me now?
Did you do anything?
I think we're pretty good.
I don't think this mic was turned all the way up or something. I think they're grabbing me off of your mic right now. But
Well, for a minute it popped on. It sounded good, so
Yeah.
I don't know what had happened. Do
Right.
You have
You two could like put that mic in the middle, and you can kind of share
I
them.
don't want
Like
to
the
share a
Beatles.
mic with him. That's not cool, man.
There you go.
Let me see. Yeah,
Have
it looks like Mike.
You've both been vaccinated, haven't you?
Oh, of course we have. It looks. I'm looking at this really, really cool setup that Steve has, and it looks like I'm coming out, right? I mean, by looking at that little green thing now.
You're coming out.
Are you coming out?
Is there something? Is there something?
Is that why you're
I
here?
gotta tell you guys something. I'm
Okay.
coming out. I'm not a swimming pool person. I actually want to dance. Isn't that awesome? That's from
Pool doc.
That's from a. That's from
Love the pool doc.
Dazed and Confused is where I got that. All right. No, it's still off. Damn, man. All right, man. All right. That's cool. I'm sorry y'all can't hear me, but I can hear me. I think I'm gonna just talk into Steve's mic.
Might just need Steve's mic and just switch them.
Yeah,
so
I don't-
just switch the mics.
That's not me, is it? All right.
Nah, just switch the mics. It's fine. So while you guys are doing that, so what? I had heard a little bit of the calls coming in at the beginning. I was on the road. I heard the whole first segment, which was really cool. I thought Jeff and Southfield had some great lines. The one about the Roomba running away, that was pretty good.
Hey, real quick though, Hedstrom, do you mind taking this next interview by yourself while we fix our mic situation?
Yeah, fix it. Yeah, who do you got?
His name is Brad in Corona.
What?
Go ahead, sir.
Bacon.
What's up, brother?
Bacon, that was the shittiest take on Jeff and Southfield's call that I've ever heard in my entire life.
Wasn't it though? Like I'm sitting here, I'm going like, what the hell am I going to talk about while these guys are fixing the microphone?
You like that call? Hey, Bacon.
There's a couple of funny lines.
Hey, Steve.
A couple of funny lines.
Hey, Pool Doc. Hey, Steve. Bro, come on, man. That was not a great way to start the show. I tweeted you should have had Iafrady on it. Shit on everybody. That would have been just as good.
That definitely would have been better. Now, would it be better?
I
if
actually
told you
enjoyed
that
the
was
Iafrady shitting on the Smackoff field more than the Jeff and Southfield starting this year.
Right.
I didn't think that was possible.
Would it be better if I just told you that was the only call that I heard today?
Is that true? I bet it's true.
I can neither confirm nor deny, sir.
Did Steve listen? I feel bad for Steve. I feel like he's just got to be constantly uploading to the nut and worried about. Can we talk to Steve?
Hey, wait,
Steve.
Brad, champ.
What?
Yeah, there we go.
Can you hear me, guys?
He wants to talk to.
Where's Pool Doc?
I'm right here.
Well,
brother.
I want Steve and Pool Doc. Hey, can we ask Steve though? Steve in H-Town needs his own statue somewhere outside of the Jim Rome Studios because this dude. I mean, honestly, I was going to tweet last night. Like, you could charge people, Steve, like right around May, June every year. You should just shut the nut down and start charging like $50 for a subscription to the nut because I'm just sitting there on this work product that Steve has created, listening to all the stuff that has gone on the show. And honestly, I mean, I mean this with all sincerity. Like, without Steve, I just don't think this thing continues half as long as it has. And dude, I really do appreciate you, Steve. You're a fucking legend, man. It's amazing. I just, honestly, like, without dudes like you out there, what are we doing? Like, I can't go back and hear any of this stuff, and you just sort of, you know, put it all in one place, and everybody loves it, and I appreciate you, man.
Well, can you hear me at all?
Can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool.
Yeah, your shitty audio is good. What's up, Steve?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I do this as a hobby, and everything's out of pocket, so I don't have nice equipment. So, but no, that's what I do, is to keep everybody in the loop. And
well, I didn't mean to shit on the equipment, dude. Right there, I didn't know that was a sensitive subject.
But that's why, because I know not all the Smackoff callers listen year round. So I know they crunch for like the last month whenever Smackoff even starts. So that's why. So you can go do your homework.
Yeah. I mean,
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I'll get you, Doc. But no, Steve's right. So, like, I mean, this is really how dependent I am on Stucknut. Like, somebody will text me and go, "Hey, something happened," and then I'll just go on to Stucknut. And the funny thing is, like, I expect Steve to upload this shit, like, instantly. Like, I'll give him, like, 2 hours before I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing, dude? Is he working today? Like, what's happening, Steve? And, yeah, it's like somebody texted me the other day, like, Left just clowned your wife. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? This Steve is taking, like, an hour and a half to get that clip onto Stucknut. Because I try to listen to the show when I can, but, you know, you got a job and you're trying to pay attention to other stuff. And yeah, I mean, I'm not kidding you. Like, without Steve, I just don't think this thing lasts. So you're doing the Lord's work, Steven in H-Town, and we love you, and I just want to say that.
I love you, too.
I know you like Sean better, bro. Come on, man.
Well, that's because I've met Sean.
He's local. He's local.
Dude.
What? Doc, what's happening, bro? Come on, let's do this.
Let's do this, brother. I don't even know if they can hear me. I don't care. I can hear you. Check it out. We have the 6-time champ on our show. Brad, your calls, how the hell do you continue to do this, bro? You're a freaking genius when it comes to doing this, man. How do you lay out these calls? You know, everybody comes after you. I mean, everything. You don't even. I love about the fact that sometimes they may be too low on the totem pole for Brad to even mention. You know, but the ones that like if you're being called out on the Smackoff by Brad, it's because you're a game. You got game. But dude, your game is tops. Period. No one can argue this, Brad. I know you talked to Jim and he said how you feeling, but now that you've kind of wrapped it up and you're kind of chilling a little bit and having a beverage, I hope. How you feeling now, brother? How do you think that went?
I was having a beverage as soon as the thing started, dude, to be honest.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah. Dude, it went, okay, so, I mean, obviously it went good, but it's one of those things, dude, it's so weird. Like, what I walked into, I do these from the office, and, like, what I walked into the office today thinking that I was going to do, it was probably, like, 40% of what, like, ended up on the actual call. And sadly, like, part of it is because, like, I had a lot of, like, fat jokes about Cablinasian in there, and people started shitting on Cablinasian and just doing fat jokes. I had this whole thing about Trapper, which it doesn't matter anymore. But, I mean, it involved, like, sound bites, me singing, just all kinds of weird shit that I really didn't, like all that much. And then when people started, I think Cal was the first one, and then someone else just went off on Trapper, and you sort of sit there and go, like, I can't do this anymore. You know, what are we going to plug in? So and by the way, I don't think that's an abnormal experience. I think it's just a normal thing that happens during the Smackoff. It's like you have this idea that you want to talk about, and then people show up and they shit on that, and you have to have stuff to plug in, whether that's like, you know, crackbacks on the people that have gone, or just sort of like preset stuff that you're ready to just sort of like cut and paste.
All right, the champ. We got the champ with us. So this is an interesting concept. Now, I like to explore how calls are generated and how calls are created and how they get broadcasted. So when you're dealing with, you're saying, all right, there's too much Shawnee fat smack going on and this and that, and then you say you have to plug it in. So now on your little thing that you have, your bullet points, now you can get rid of this and immediately you have to come after somebody else, or how's the concept of plugging in and plugging out, champ? Let me know, man.
Okay, so like I think it's obviously like a kind of a fluid situation. Like I'm sitting there during the first hour and going, well, fucking Jeff in Southfield just took every fat joke on the planet, right? And there's nothing to do after that. And then when Rome came on and said, okay, I banned Crank Smack, and you guys are really just piling on the fat smack. And to be honest, that's kind of what it felt like listening to the show. Like you're just sitting there, and then I'm looking at what I want to say, and there was a good like 50 seconds of my phone call, which is a lot, that was about Sean being fat. I had this thing about how I wanted him to come in the studio after James Kelly and do big head sweats and just tell us all the shit that made him out of breath every day, you know, like standing up, tying his shoes, just shit like that. But people start to hit on that, and you go, well, that's probably, I mean, especially after Rome comes in and goes, you guys are all just killing it with these fat lines. And you don't have to. I mean, I think the thing that's great about the Smackoff is there's still guys that went after that, like Tyler in Edmonton. I thought that he didn't pull out anything about Left being fat, but I thought it was funny. Like, I think there's overt fat smack, and there's overt shit that you can do, and then there's stuff where you go, no, this is creative, and I'm hitting the same topic, but it's not, you know, it's not going to beat a dead horse. Rest in peace, Trapper. You know, it's still well done. We can still use this. And so I think it's really just kind of like a judgment call. Like, do I want to plug this in there and risk him going, this has already been done by 50 dudes before you? And I think that's what happened to me today, is I sort of looked at that in the first hour and went, okay, everyone's calling Sean Pendergast fat. You have like 50 seconds of calling Sean Pendergast fat. Maybe you shouldn't do this.
Freaking crazy that the champ is letting us into his head. Now, I got to go back to yesterday, all right?
Yeah.
When you said that you got disconnected, I literally I laughed so freaking hard, because that's you, bro. I mean, you're like, hey, you know, the disconnection, the second call disconnection thing, and you know, and Rome's just tripping out of it, and all of us here in Stucknut, we're like, that's why he's so freaking good, dude. You know, so you get to the day now. All of a sudden, you know, all right, you know, you're a player. Do you know? Like, you were the last caller, right? Correct. You were
no, left
that's
went
right.
last. I was like, I think I was second to last.
You were second. So,
yeah.
Are you laying out the whole day, just kind of laying out, listening to see where you're going to punch and jab? And how did you feel? Like, how do you know that you're going to be? I know we all know you're going on the Smackoff, but you know, what happens if you wait too long or anything like that? Are you worried about that? You know. Like, do you have the fucking hotline, bro? I don't know how you guys can just
no. One of the things I pride myself on, Pool Doc, is I always dial. I swear to God, I guarantee like half of these dudes that call in have the hotline number. Okay. And by the way, I've been texted the hotline number before. I never keep it. So I always dial the 800-636, and I've been like yelled at. You know, whoever picks up the phone over, dude, why the hotline number? And I'm like, dude, I love the old school. Just dialing like the 636-868 that you got to deal with. So I don't know. I think I realized that they don't want me to go probably hour two, but I'd be fine. I'd be fine going whenever they want to plug me in. But I try to get in there like end of hour two, early hour three, and just wait and see what happens.
You know, Brad. I was thinking right now. I was just thinking. Let's you know, now that you're the top. I mean, no one. You got 6, bro. You've gotten one of those wire to wire, though, haven't you? Have you gone wire to wire? Yes, you have, right?
Yeah,
so really, there's nothing left for you to prove other than just keep there and kicking ass, you know?
No, bro, there is.
What you got?
I need to sing during a phone call. I got to exercise some demons, bro.
Dude.
I got destroyed one year singing too long, and that's the Mount Everest.
Well, the key with Brad is what I'm getting is you always have to have a goal. You always have to strive for better. You realize that you got run for singing, and now you got to get that you got to get your voice out a little opera type thing on the Smackoff, bro. We need to do it at the top of the game, at the very top of the field, man. That's what we need.
We'll do it. Well, you know, here's what I haven't done. I wanted to call. Maybe I could plug you in there. There was a year where I legit thought that I was going to tandem call with Parody Larry up until like 2 days before. I haven't done that. I haven't sung and won. I've sung and lost. That feels great. But yeah, dude, I mean, it's like anything. Like when you do it and you do it a lot, all of a sudden you're like, fuck, like what's gonna be the next thing, or what haven't I done? And I don't know. I think there's a fine line. I think what was cool about today is that the whole like spirit. I mean, dude, you and Steve are probably like the biggest Rome fans. And Bacon, I didn't mean to leave you out of that. You know.
No, that's fine.
But yeah, no, that's fine. But I feel like the spirit of the original Jim Rome show was just like shit talking, right?
Yeah,
like we're in the moment, we're talking shit. We're not going to like a video that you created of a tattoo that you got. I love Left, by the way. He's dude that fucking line Left had about Cal snorting it.
Yeah.
Dude, I died. I already texted him like, dude, that's fucking amazing. These guys are all hilarious, but I really do feel like the spirit of the show was like smack talk, right? Which is like you and me sitting in a room just talking shit. Like, let's do this, dude. I want to hear what you've prepared for 30 years. Like, I want to hear what you got in the moment. And so that's one of the things I appreciate about winning today is like, man, Kaleb, that was a killer call. Fucking killer, dude. Those audio sound bites he had were amazing. But again, it's like, okay, well, this dude went and spent a lot of time on this, and you know, it's smack talk on some level, but I like the you know, just sort of raw element of like showing up, figuring out what's happening, and then just cracking back.
We have the champ, 6-time champ, Brad Corona, on the Post Smackoff show. Everybody in the chat is telling me we have to address the tattoo.
Yeah.
From
I don't think
Rum
it's
Dog
real.
40. Okay, what does Brad think of Left's tat? Fake or real? What you got, brother?
I don't think it's real. Mark in Boston DM'd me that he hooked Left up with his tattoo guy. I don't know if that's real or not, but it doesn't look real. I mean, if you're going to get my face, couldn't you do a much better job? Left's not cheap. That's got to be fucking temporary, dude. There's no way. There's no way. You think it's real?
No.
It looks like it's been on there for like 40 years, dude.
Looks like one of those you get at the Play Store where you put it on there. You know, the little fake ones. Hey,
way too weathered. Yeah, very weathered for a guy that's in his 30s.
Hey, dude.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Dr. Dave is actually in the chat as well, and he's offering to tandem call with you. He says it'll be better than when he was in with me.
Dave, that'd be amazing. What we need Dr. Dave to do is we can perform Left circumcision live during the Smackoff next year. And Dave's probably willing to do that. He's a GP, which means he's probably willing to give a guy's foreskin a go just with like a couple surgical instruments and some Google searching beforehand, you know. But I don't think that's a bad idea.
He's a pediatrician, actually.
Dr. Dave says done.
He'll be well versed in dealing with things like this.
Champ, Dr.
Good
Dave's
pull,
like,
by the way.
Champ, Dr. Dave's like, done. That's so awesome. Live interacting with the champ right now. If you guys have a question for the champ, throw it out here, man. I'm reading the chat, man. But hey, Brad, we've been doing this for 13 years, bro. And this is why. This is why, dude. We get so excited, you know, we're listening to the show, listening to you guys, listening to you, the performers, get in there, and then all of a sudden, all of a sudden you know, then the show ends, bro. You know, and then we hear you and Jim talk, and then all of a sudden the show ends, and then we're just sitting there, you know, just standing around like, you know, the fuck we gonna do now? It's like having a really good buzz and no place to go, dude. So I pitched this idea to Steve 13 years ago about, hey, why don't we do something? Let's get a place for everybody to you know, either keep your buzz rolling or bring it down. And this is exactly why you, sir, make me so proud that you're on here. But I just love bullshitting and talking to you guys because you guys are so freaking smart and you're so freaking badass at what you do, dude. I don't want to sit here, but I'm a clone, bro. And to have you
dude,
right
you're
up,
the best, man.
Dude, you're the best, bro. And just, I mean, like after you hung up and you did your call, and you got to wait now, and then you're here, and you're not going to be top 5. I mean, you're not going to be below 5th, 4th, 3rd. But like when you get down to like 3rd, dude, what's Brad doing now? What's Brad doing? Is he still drinking a beer? Or what's he doing?
Okay, so I don't understand how this works, to be honest, because there were years. I feel like when I first started, they would grab the dudes that were in the top 3 and have them wait on hold. And I know that. I think I've talked to, I don't know if it was Mike. I've talked to somebody, but like what happened a long time ago is that your phone would ring and they'd go, "Hey dude, you're in the top 5," or whatever it is.
Wow.
And
okay.
and they'd go, "Hang on hold." And you're sort of sitting there. Now, here's the weird thing, Pool Doc, like, and I'm not trying to like be a dick, but like I very rarely was not winning when I was in the top 5. Like I either flamed out or I won the thing. So I only have these experiences where I've been sitting there and then I end up winning, right?
Got it.
But I have heard that you are earlier in the show, like you are sort of sitting there and then hearing them announce, the top 3, and then if you lose, you lose. And I do think that's the way they used to do it. I don't think they still do that. What I think happens now is your phone rings once they make their decision, and if your phone rings, it's you.
Wow.
And if it doesn't ring, you're fucked. And so, I mean, it's sort of a cool thing from a perspective of winning it. Like, hey, dude, my phone rings, I win. If it doesn't, like, and it is kind of funny. Like last year, you're just, I'm sitting there looking at my phone and like, hey, do these guys have my right number? Like, am I on Do Not Disturb?
Right.
Like, so, I mean, it's just like an interesting facet of the show. But I don't think they do that anymore with calling multiple dudes. But I do remember, I think the 3rd one I won, they were still doing that. Like, somebody texted me, I think it was KB or somebody was just like, hey, dude, you're top 3, call in here and wait. But that was the last time I recall them doing that. And now it's just like, if you win, your phone rings. If it doesn't, it's never going to ring.
Being the clone that I am and love to get deep into this stuff, especially when you have the champ on. So I'm interested in that phone call, dude. So the phone rings. What do they tell you? I mean, obviously they say you won, but I want to hear this.
Okay, I mean, and I don't think they care, but today, like, picked it up, and it was Adam Hawk, and he said, "Who's this?" And I said, "It's Brad," and he goes, "Brad, congratulations, you're the 2021 Smackoff champ." And that's, I mean, I think that's kind of okay. Again, after I think after the 3rd one, I've only won. Or 3 after that. I think they've all sort of gone the same way. It's phone rings, you pick up, and then they just say, hey, dude, you won. Congrats. And then you're sitting there listening. Rome announce the top 10. And yeah, it's cool, man. I mean, I don't really know how else they could do it. They sort of have to grab you and leave you on hold.
Right.
But yeah, I do think it's better. I mean, I don't think I was ever on hold. I'm trying to remember if any of the years I just feel like I flamed out. I never even came close to the top 3 if I wasn't winning. So I don't think I've been on hold ever, but I've heard from multiple people that they used to put you on hold.
That is like the really, really not a bad problem to have, bro.
Yeah.
Not.
Well, no, I would lose. I would get like 10th place or did not finish. It's not like the greatest problem, but yeah.
So when Hawk calls you up and he says, "Hey, you're the 2021 Smackoff champ," did Brad say something like, "Yeah, I know"?
No. Today I went, "Fuck yes." Yeah,
Nice.
no, yeah. I was fired up, bro.
Nice.
When that phone rang and I picked it up and I heard his voice, I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" Because I mean, all these guys are good, man. I mean, I was laughing. These guys, they're incredibly talented. Like, I love Benny, Lef. I really, to be honest, I really think Kaleb had an incredible call, but it just sort of opened itself to being shit on because he grabbed all these pre-recorded audio sound bites, which is fine, but it gave someone like me an ability to go, hey, I don't have this in my call. Here's, and also like the whole, I don't know what happened to him, if that was his call or Rome's problem, but man, without that, I think he's close. What place did he get? I didn't figure it out.
Kaleb was fifth.
Yeah, I mean, okay, without I don't know if that means that was his problem or Rome's, but like without that whole thing at the beginning, man, that's a really tight phone call.
What do you think about your your competition now? Sean, Vic, and then you. How do you think that those the top three? What do you think about those two callers that you're ahead of?
Vic was good, man, and so was Sean. Okay, if I'm being like brutally honest, I don't think Vic was the second best phone call today. I was laughing like super hard during Lef and Laguna's phone call, like putting a tattoo on your ass. Some of the lines he had were incredible. Benny was incredible, and again, this is no knock on Vic, but like I think if I'm just like randomly listening to it, trying to shit on it in the moment, which is all I do, I would go Lef, Kaleb, and Benny, and Sean was great, but I really do. I don't know if I'm just like biased. I love Kaleb and Benny, but those dudes, man, to me, I was like legit like laughing out loud while I was listening to their phone calls, and I didn't. Sean is good. Like there's no disputing that guy's good. The thing at the beginning about how he's just apparently fat, I was laughing. Yeah, no, he's great.
He actually texted us, Brad, and he says, "Tell Brad I lost 50 pounds. His smack would have been invalid."
Bacon, a true story. Like when I saw the first photo they put up of him, I was like, shit, this dude lost a lot of weight. Like he's really good, dude. I don't know if we continue down this line. So yeah, no. Listen, Sean. By the way, I totally appreciate Sean. Like, there's no doubt in that dude. In his day was, and he is. And I don't like people going, oh, Sean. I don't really. I just want to call in. I want to make fun of people, and I really enjoy the fact that this is a thing I get to do. Phenomenal.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, Brad. So once again, you know me. I'm gonna just try to get as much information out of the champ as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So how does the money show up? Is it a check? It's
a check.
That's awesome.
It's a check. And if you don't have to split it with Parody Larry Pool Doc like I did a couple years ago, it's just tax, and they 1099 you. Yeah.
Oh, they 1099 you. Awesome.
Oh, hell yeah, they 1099 you, bro.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm a business owner. I get 1099 all the time. So we got to figure out how we're going to get you to, we got to come up with some deductions, bro. So when we're ready for some deductions, so we can, reduce that debt, that you're going to have to pay, dude. And you're in California.
There's no deductions. You're screwed. Bulldog, this is true, and Larry can confirm this. Like a couple years ago, I had this whole scheme where I was Dirty Larry and plug him into my phone call. I go, bro, listen, I'll split the $5,000 prize with you. Like, it's no big deal. So then, like a couple days before, I'm like, well, I don't really need to do this, and it might go over shitty because I'm kind of shitting on Left for gimmicks, and then I'm grabbing fucking Parody Larry and plugging him into my. I was sitting there, and I'm like, do I really want the fucking IRS looking at Parody Larry as like a 1099 employee of me?
Yeah.
And going like, why don't we delve further into the shit this guy's trying to pull off every year?
Is that Parody Larry trying to call you in the background right there?
I love Parody Larry, dude. That guy's my boy, dude. I love Lawrence. He's an amazing human being.
Hey, Brad, look, we could try using your cell phone. Maybe we can get, I'm trying to get your debt, I don't want you to pay all the taxes on it. There's got to be something, bro. We got to figure that out,
it's gone,
man.
Bro. To be honest, I wanted to do this. I think it would be fun to go to Vegas and just take whatever your net is from that check and just putting it on, and Twitter and showing everybody what you're doing with it. I think I might do that this year. Just getting some crazy ass parlay that gets everybody involved, and you're throwing it down in Vegas and getting everybody fired up.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Yeah, it's just found money, dude. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
I didn't deserve it. Like, let's just do this.
It's house money, man. It's
exactly.
House money. Dude, so you definitely got to get a picture of that check, though, man. I would have frame that some bitch in your office or something, because this isn't this thing is only once a year, and there's only one winner, and there's only one person that cashes in. To win this thing 6 times in a row is something amazing, dude. And the champ,
not in a row,
dude. Oh yeah, not in a row. Dude. Don't listen to me.
Bacon, we need a drug check on Pool Doc.
Don't even think about that. I'll come out hotter than hell, bro. Don't even bring those 2 words up. That's why I had to become self-employed, bro. But
Are you really a pool doc?
I own a swimming pool repair and service company. Yes, I do.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Stay away from my wife, bro, dude. Don't be cleaning our pool while I'm at work.
I lost a customer because of one of my employees because the wife was opening up the window and the dude called me up and he's like, my wife keeps looking at your employee. I said, what the hell you want me to do, dude? You know, you want me to tell him
get the Tola over there to rip out all
the
the
Tola, dude. He would love that shit.
I always had Brad. I'd always like to just see if I couldn't get the hottest chicks out there, and I could charge double. You know.
Of course, man.
But anyway, we got the chat. We got the champ on the line on the Stucknut post Smackoff show. Brad, you sir are the bomb. You're easy to talk to, and you're freaking smart as shit, dude. And
hey, I love you guys.
I'm
cool,
so.
Doc.
Yes.
Hey, are you gonna run me at the end of this?
Nope. I will not.
I want you to run me. No, I want you to run me, bro. This is your thing. I want to give you the honor of running me because this is what you do.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna have to figure that out.
By request.
Don't do it. Whenever you want, bro. Just run me out of here.
All right. No, look. I gotta say once again, real quick, to have the champ on this show really fires me up. You didn't have to do this, but you know we freaking love what you did. Hell of a freaking job you did. I cannot wait. And man, keep us informed with this parlay thing, Brad. Let's all do something crazy.
Oh, I will.
Dude, I hope you turn $5,000 into $5 million, dude. That would be so much fun, dude.
Dude, that would be sick. And I will do this. I'm not like bullshitting. I will do this, Pool Doc. I swear to God. Tag you. And again, not to like jerk you guys off. I love you, Bacon and Steve, and the fact that you guys do this. It would not be the same without you, and I honestly believe we wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for you guys. So thank you so much.
You know,
sorry I haven't called before.
This is the call that matters. I don't ever look back on this show. I always look forward. Hey, Steve is the heart and soul of this. And
dude, we love Steve.
The fact
Pool Doc.
Will you give him a hand job under the table for me right now, Pool Doc?
You want me to do what?
No, go ahead. I mean, I cut out.
We got a bad connection. I got you, brother.
We have that Kaleb connection. Hand job under the table.
Brad, it's been my pleasure. Go have
God bless
a
you, man.
Freaking beautiful day.
Run me now. Run me,
Run
Bulldog.
his ass. Run his ass.
Run me.
Run the scrub. Late, bro. Bro, I have a swimming pool business as well. Torrance, California, servicing pools right now. Attaboy. Great business being. Brad in freaking Corona Headstrom. What do you think?
I mean, it's all gravy from here,
it's
right?
all, like he is playing with house money. We, sir, are playing with house money.
Stick with us. I've got Johnny in Texas. I've got Hester. I've got Mikey Bagels. We've got a couple of Smackoff participants that we need to get in here.
Okay,
guys,
cool.
Stick with us. We got you in the queue. If you guys want to get on the queue and all the rest of it, just DM me. If you have any trouble DMing me on Twitter, then just follow me. I'll follow you right back, and we'll get you in here.
We're digging in. We're in the trenches right now. Running Brad is sick. Johnny in Texas. Oh, we got Kaleb coming in. All right, Kaleb, what's up, dog? How you been?
Hey guys, what's going on?
What the beginning of your call? Explain to me what that was.
Just a complete f up by all parties. I take responsibility for it. Just one button I didn't press, and it happens. It's a technical glitch that could have been avoided, but hey, whatever.
How do you, Kaleb? We got Kaleb in Green Bay. He plays fit today. So Kaleb, dude, all this buildup, all the bullshit about the call last year, the phone, all that crap, right? All right, so all of a sudden you're like, all right, I'm coming in. I'm doing this. You knew you were coming in. Everybody loves you, dude. You're fucking badass at what you do. So you get on the phone, and then that fuck up occurs, and then Rome's like, no. We gotta rewrap this. So now all of a sudden you got to get your shit together back in your head, okay? You know, I need to know where your head was at that point in time when did you say fuck, or did you just like, come on, Kaleb, we got to nut it up and we got to get this shit going? What were you thinking at that call?
Well, what I was thinking was, as soon as Rome jumped in, I thought, okay, something happened, and I didn't really know what happened because I'm not technically savvy. It's not my, he jumped on the cans like real quick, and he's like, dude, we gotta reset you. and he's like, you got to have your engineer and whatever, and he gave me all this direction and to go. So my mindset was just stay focused. I've practiced. I'm all good. Don't need to worry about it. But it was really, I didn't start to feel like that was going to be a problem until after my call was over. Honestly, I feel like I had it prepared well enough where I don't know. I guess I'm trying to kind of reclaim my thought process.
Yeah,
here,
that's
it
what
was
just
been a wild day,
I love the way you reset the burning thing and then said, no, we're not doing that. That was sweet.
Yeah, that was my my tribute to Terrence, to have my brother in my call, because he had his brother for a bunch of calls back in the '90s, so wanted to pay my homage to him. And I was thinking, so the other thing I was thinking to do was have my brother be like an official in baseball, checking me for substances like gravy or barbecue sauce or whatever.
Yeah.
But so the reason I didn't want to do that was because I thought calling third segment hour 2, there was going to be a lot of substances jokes, and there really wasn't.
Yeah.
So, I might have wanted to do that, but there wasn't time to come up with something. So we left it how it was with the burning. But I was happy to do that. And, as my call last year was so terrible, to kind of reset that, make fun of myself. That's always been my shtick anyway. So.
Hey, Kaleb. We got Kaleb in Green Bay on the line, post Smackoff show. I got a lot of stuff to get over. A lot of stuff that the chat wants me to talk to you about. But what do you feel about coming in 5th on the Smackoff? How do you feel?
So my whole thing was, I think I'm good. Like if I never win, my call 2 years ago when I got 3rd was that kind of validated me. The way I feel like I got 3rd in my first call ever, my first Smackoff. And then I didn't crack the top 5 again for 3 straight years. And I thought maybe it's not going to happen. And then 2 years ago, I got 3rd. And so I feel like that was like, all right, if I never win, I can at least say I've been on the podium multiple times, as opposed to one of those guys who, has a bright shining star. And then like, I'd rather, have that. Like I've done it a couple times. I've been in the podium race and just not been able to close out, with no shame in that, I don't think. So getting 5th now, being in the top 5 again, it just kind of cements that feeling. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Especially after last year getting 10th, that was a bummer. But I don't feel like I deserved 10th last year anyway. I thought I deserved to get run after re-listening to it. But so
RRPRNT Wilson said that he had you as the winner. N
Thank
Davis 028. All right, all right. I'll try. I want to do that. I thought Kaleb was top 3 for sure. Run Dog 47. Tell Kaleb Shea from the Bay was on the line with me, and she wanted you to win. Everybody, hi Kaleb, we love you. Your call was underrated. The tributes were awesome this year, dude. They can't get enough of you, dude. Vic No Call wasn't a second place call. Kaleb was.
Well, that's nice of everybody to say. I'm one of those guys who just tries to stay humble, and it's difficult for me to take compliments. So if I sound like a jackass, it's because it's hard for me to be like, oh wow, great, you think I'm awesome. Oh, thank you. But what I really
the story. Sorry, I would break in here. Do you know you know the band Rush, and you hear the story of Neil Peart? Have you heard that?
Well, I love Rush. I don't know about the story now.
Basically, how shy he was and all the rest of it. The guy's like the greatest drummer like ever, practically, and he just couldn't take compliments. So he never did the meet and greets and stuff like that, and he used to just take off after the show. Well, there are people like that. People that have a talent and they don't, and it's very difficult for them to take accolades. So you're not the only.
Well, you look at the lyrics for Limelight. It's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Exactly.
It's I can't pretend a stranger is a long way to friend.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I love that lyric, and it's like I don't like, I'm not Neil Peart or anything, but I do feel like it's tough for me to just like accept all this love, when I'm not sure if I'm worthy of it. So, like, I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer or anything. It's supposed to be
no, dude,
happy day and a celebration or whatever. But
that's a real thing. You'd be honest with you, like when we're doing this show a lot, I have that same feeling as why am I in the room, know, but no, we're not.
I don't know why you're in the room either.
Of course, that's exactly right. Thank you, brother.
No,
dude, but just like I said, I want to get back to your call, Excel. Once we got past and once Rome got you started, dude, the genius came back out. I mean, I don't want to get you uncomfortable by saying this, but I'm just saying that in my opinion, Kaleb came back out. You swung hard. And even my wife, we were in the hotel room. We were listening to you, and we were like, "Damn, that was damn good." I was like, "Dude, and I told her, I said, that's just how this dude rolls, man. That's just how this dude rolls."
Thank you. It's a lot of fun to write these calls. The only thing is, you just never know if it's going to hit. So I bounce it off a couple people, and hopefully people like it. And I'm glad to know that even someone. I don't know if your wife knows the show too much, but it's nice to know that people like that stuff. I feel like the strongest parts of my call were the Mike and Indy thing with naming off all those names.
Yes,
and
that was cool.
The Jim and Fall River thing was the other one I thought was was good.
No,
I came this close to doing the voice too. I have a Jim and Fall River impression that I think is good, but
let's hear it.
Hey,
Steve.
Hear it?
Yeah, Steve said let's hear it, so the boss wants to hear it.
All right. All right, here we go. Okay. For the love of God, would CBS Sports Network please curtail the amount of extreme close-ups on one James Kelly? I watched the Smackoff last year. It's like every time this guy's on screen, the camera crew shoots the footage like it's some kind of David Whelan movie, with the camera zoomed in about 4 inches from Big Head's brow wrinkles. About 36 times in a 3-hour show, you heard Jim Rome remark on the intense lead pipe locks of James Kelly, Big Head. I forget the whole thing.
That's
that's
awesome.
fine.
You should have done it.
Thank you.
Well done, sir.
No, I don't know. I think the tribute was just doing the bit and not doing the voice. Believe me, I wrestled with this. Like, oh, it's Kaleb wrestling. I wrestled with this for like, do I do the voice or not? And I chose not to, and I stick by my decision. But some people I've already heard like people really wish I would have done it. It's like, damn it, maybe I should have.
So, Kaleb, I have a challenge that's been put out in the chat, and I know you can't read it, and I don't know how to get this done because I don't think it's possible. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do this without telling you what my. So I'm going to try here. I don't know how to get this done. You just keep telling us about. So wait, all right. So we're back in the Smackoff. You got number bit. When you're done with your call, Kaleb, all right, you're done. All right, you hang up the phone. Okay. Now, what are you thinking? You're slotting yourself. I know we still had a couple more people in the field left to play. How were you thinking about your call? Where were you thinking it was at that time? Give me a little bit more about when you hung up the phone.
So when I hung up, it felt good coming off the bat. The only problem I was still worried about was the initial screw up with the audio. I was thinking maybe that would dock me points. So I thought, if I get second or third, I'm going to be disappointed, but I would understand. But it felt good, on, like I said, coming off the bat, right off the barrel. It was like, all right, this is at least a gapper. Didn't know if it's going to clear the fence, but I know I'm going to get extra bases.
I love that term.
So that's pretty much how I felt. Yeah.
I just love that term. It was a gapper.
I thought it was a gapper. Well, I mean, I don't want to say the rope because, there's Eddie the Rope, and that's an old school caller from a trillion years ago.
Yeah. Oh, I know exactly who Eddie the Rope is. Kind of.
Oh, I know you. I know you know. I know you guys know.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think about? Had you ever heard of Bobby and Brooklyn, Kaleb? You're younger.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So the thing with Bobby and Brooklyn is when I did my 95 call a few years ago, you guys actually didn't you have me on afterwards?
Of course
I called in from 1995, I think.
Yes.
I don't remember if that was So that year I listened to the first Smackoff like 25, 30 times. But I listened to the first 5 Smackoffs, maybe 5 or 10 times each.
Wow.
And just to get like a feel for the show back then. And there was this website that has all the Smackoffs. I can't remember the name of it. So you just have to believe me that there's a website
whatever website that is, it's probably not even up and running anymore. So who the hell would do that? And why would people want to? Yeah. It's probably stuck.
Yeah, a bunch of idiots. Yeah, exactly. So it was a great resource, to be able to do that. So I know Bobby in Brooklyn from listening to those shows. I don't know him obviously, because he hasn't called in such a long time. But the name rings a bell just because I'm a historian, a student of the game, and I just try to do my best to like you guys know this because I do something from, just because I appreciate where I came from, a modern who looks back at the past, and so not super familiar, but again, listening to a lot of his calls back from those Smackoffs.
So once again, we're still getting stuff about you. Everybody loves you, bro. J Bo the Giant Slater says next you should purposely jack up your audio and turn it into a bit, bro. You think about making this your stick now?
Yeah. I've already started my Smackoff call for next year. Yeah.
That's awesome. Woodscopes, Kaleb, the great mother bleeping call. The double stick hockey sticks of the call. HE double hockey sticks of a call.
Yeah.
What does HC stand for?
HE, it means hell. Yeah,
like HE hell. Yeah, hell. Because Vic earlier he said, "Listen, Buster, I'm gonna HE double hockey sticks." So that's where I inserted that into my call in the beginning because I had the hockey theme and I figured, that's perfect. I appreciate
is that like HE double hockey sticks? Is that like what is that AF? What does that mean? AF? What does that mean? Have you ever heard AF? Yeah.
So if I said it's cool AF, it's cool as fuck.
Did it? I turned. All right, I'm sorry.
You're trying to get me to swear? Were you trying to get me to swear?
Yes, I did it.
You son of a!
I did it.
Oh, you got me. Damn it, you got me.
I forget who asked me to do that. I forget who
walked right into it.
Remember, I was reading you all the love you're getting. I said, well, let me try. I'll try it. The whole time we're bullshitting. Yeah, there we go. We got it. We got it.
My virgin ears.
Yeah,
listen, I swear, but I pick my spots.
No, dude, you're just a good guy. Don't you have to worry about that. It's just
it has nothing to do with being a good guy. It's not my thing. Like I do it, but whatever.
That was awesome, Kaleb.
But you got me. Hey, you got me. I fell into it, walked right into it, and hey.
We
go
it.
Again.
I love it, dude.
You bastard.
You have been part of our show forever now. You termed me Meatloaf, which Hedstrom has ran with like every. Yeah. So we have a new play that for him. Play that for me, Hedstrom, real quick. That's now part of the show. I want to thank you for that. Dude, once again, like I said, you've been a part of this show. We all obviously, bro. You don't like a lot of. Everybody's saying you have a potty mouth now, bro. Obviously, you don't like to get compliments, but I'm just going to tell you from me on this end of what I do and what I'm reading and where I'm at, dude. Everybody likes and appreciates what your contributions to the jungle are, and you should be very proud about how you contribute the jungle, and you should be very proud about how you present yourself as a person. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, thank you. I'm not the guy who's gonna, toot my own horn, but I was raised right, and I just feel like
obviously
the way you treat people, we're all talking smack and I'm making jokes about everybody, but some of these guys that I talk to, they're good buddies, and it's just like that's kind of the deal. And I've made fun of guys in the past, and then texted them after the show. It's just one of those things. I feel like the Smackoff is a brotherhood. And as far as the three of you go, I've always appreciated the website and being able to go to that as a resource whenever I need to. So the three of you are great. Pool Doc, you've always been a big fan of mine. I'm grateful for you. Steve, I've texted ever, and I can't thank you enough. And Bacon with the soundbite, that was the entire the anchor of my call. I do not get fifth place without Bacon.
I didn't want to say that. I didn't know. I knew where that came from. I didn't want to let that out. But
it's okay. I wanted to say it. I wanted to say it in front of everybody listening. Bacon made that soundbite for me, and it was the reason I got fifth place. I'm telling you, I had nothing to do with it as far as Bacon goes. Like, he was the man. he did everything for me, and I cannot thank him enough. So I appreciate all you guys.
I can't accept those accolades. I can't accept those accolades. No,
honestly,
joking.
you might as well
appreciate it.
put your name in fifth place. I swear to God.
No,
you
I
might as well
appreciate that.
That
Thank
is
you very
awesome.
much.
That is
That's
awesome.
Thank you very much for saying that.
Hey,
one last quick question.
Go ahead.
Are you going to the Lorelei?
I was just going to ask that.
Yeah.
I'm at the Lorelei.
Yes.
I was having fun, and then you called me. It's like, son of a, I got to talk to you.
Hey, shout out to the Lorelei. Man, tell them they need to figure out how to put us on YouTube out there, brother. Come on, man.
Yeah. We'll talk to Dave. He's probably got the show on right now.
I don't have the Dave drop. I do not have the Dave drop.
Thank God. Hey, Kaleb, perfect. Everything you've done. Congratulations. It's your time to relax.
Thank you, guys.
Your time to enjoy. Shout out to Lorelei, and let everybody know out there that, man, we're hoping that they can hear us, and man, I want to hear a call, and I want to hear the crowd screaming, man. Kaleb, thank you so much for calling us. Appreciate
Thanks,
you.
Kaleb, and it was my pleasure to help out. Thank you very much.
Late, bro.
Appreciate you guys. Love you.
All right, so yeah, Hedstrom did. Now, there's a little message here, Mike and Indy. If you need help with that, and I'm not saying that everybody call Hedstrom. You know, he's a busy man, but for someone like Kaleb, they went to Hedstrom. Tell us what happened, please. Now that it's out of the bag. All right, real quick. Shout out to my cousin out there, AJ. What's up? Go ahead, brother.
It's very simple. He said he was very, very nice about it and just asked, and he said, I've got this idea, and can you help me with it? And I said, tell me what your idea is, and absolutely, I'd be glad to help.
Hey, sir, I got breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news.
Take you now to Kermit the Frog with another fast-breaking news story.
According to Beaks in Studio City, they have Twitch TV Stucknut at the Lorelei right now. We are broadcasting Lorelei. Shout out to the freaking Lorelei and Dave's not here, bro, but Dave is there at the Lorelei, and I think we're gonna go back to another caller right now. But I love the fact that the Lorelei's got us out there. I hope you guys are putting one down for me. I will be in spirit, and after I'm done with this show, I will be there. I will get as good as you are. One of these days, Lorelei. One of these days, we're bringing Stucknut Radio to the Lorelei. So we need to beef up that Wi-Fi. I'm going to get these two cats. We're all going to meet up there, and we're going to go chill out. Okay, we're going to the phones.
11th place finisher, Kaleb.
All right, we're going back to the phones. We got our 11th place finisher. We're going to Cal in Vegas. What's up, Cal?
Yeah, Kaleb in Green Bay and Les in Laguna are basically the same person. A couple of fucking millennial, pandering, ass-kissing fucks. Fuck both of them. They can both suck my dick. How's that sound? How's that going to sound for you? Fuck Kaleb, and fuck Lev, and fuck those millennial ass-kissing fucks. That's how they try to get ahead in life. The problem is us Generation Xers can see through their bullshit, and we keep them down where the fuck they belong. Fuck them.
Hey, Cal.
Fuck all of them.
Cal.
What?
All right, are you ready to go on air yet? I haven't put you on yet.
Oh.
Okay, hang on.
Put me on.
All right, hold on.
All right. Sometimes, Cal, it's like a pre-call. Okay,
hey guys, are you ready? Are you ready to go to the next caller?
Okay, yeah. All right, Cal, get ready. All right. Let's go. Let's go to Vegas.
Who do we got, Bulldog?
Wait. Let me go ahead and shout out to the Lorelei real quick, and then we'll go to Cal. All right.
Okay.
All right, put us back on.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay,
what's up, Lorelei? I hope y'all are having a good one, man. Enjoy yourself. Hey, we got to go back to the phones, Lorelei, but we're going to Vegas. Our brother Cal. I think he has something he needs to tell us. What's up, Cal? How you doing, bro?
Am I live?
Yeah, you're on, man. You're on. You're on this time. We got you.
Yeah, fuck Kaleb.
Oh.
He's a fucking pandering, fucking millennial fuck. I mean, he's an ass-kissing fuck. That's how he's gotten to where he is, which is nowhere. Fuck him. He fucking sucks.
Kaleb, wait. Kaleb is at the Lorelei right now, and these people are there. I wish I could, dude. Why don't you like Kaleb, man? I mean, tell me a little bit more about this, man. You're hitting on this dude that's like real popular at that bar right now, bro.
I couldn't care less. I'll whip every single one of them.
Oh, okay. So what is up, dude? Like, all right, Cal. Why do you want to hurt everybody? Like, don't.
I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I'm trying to keep it real.
Okay.
The thing is with Kaleb, is he's a pandering millennial fuck,
dude. Okay.
Nobody. I mean, he just fucking he literally just sucks on the Jim Rome show's teat and just spews it out. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to humanity. Actually, I couldn't even. Kid came out like Kaleb, I'd beat the fuck out of him every single day.
Why though? Why?
Because he's a bitch. He's a bitch. Nobody acts like that. Nobody in life comes out of the womb and wants to suck on the teat of some show. Look, I got second. Oh, look at me, I'm Kaleb. Like it's all bullshit, man.
Damn,
and it's gay as hell. And Left is the same way, actually. And Left is more successful than Kaleb, obviously. He's a little bit smarter. Not much smarter, but a little bit. But, I mean, they're both pandering idiots, and I have no respect for either one of those fucks.
So what do you think about your call today? Your call.
Okay, do you want me to bring you scenes behind the curtains? Do you want to know about my call?
Yes, please. That's what we're here for. Yeah,
Yeah, okay, fucking that little bitch Adam Hawk on Wednesday. Fuck Adam Hawk. No, fuck him. I'm telling you right now.
I love it. Keep going, dude.
I don't give a fuck about fuck him. And fuck Dave Whelan or whoever the fuck made this. Fuck Jim Rome. Fuck whoever the fucking decision to put me in the first hour. My spot should have been where the fuck Mark and Boston's spot should have been. They told me I'm going in the first hour. I said, you know what? Here's the deal. I told Adam, I said, I got a fucking room reserved at a 5-star hotel. I'm gonna call from there at the top of the fucking resort, and I got a fucking landline connection, and my call's gonna be awesome. Then they told me I'm gonna be in the first hour. I was like, fuck you. I canceled that shit. And I called from my fucking basement. Fuck both of y'all. Fuck all y'all. I ain't doing that. I ain't fucking pandering these fucks. They fuck me, I fuck you.
So
then I hope the connection was bad.
You know, it was good.
They didn't even have the balls to run me. Fuck them.
We have the balls to run you, but wait, Cal. Hold on. So you were gonna be at like the top resort, like you're gonna be fucking penthouse.
Yeah, I had on a Thursday in Vegas, a $500 suite.
Yes.
Like from a landline. I was just going to do it from there.
Nice.
And the call would have sounded tight. But then fucking Hawk called me on Wednesday. Hawk texted me on Wednesday. He said, fucking, you're going on first hour. I was like, well, fuck you, cancel it.
Cal wins
my
the
basement. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. I dude, if you're going to diss me, I'll diss you. Fuck you. Because I can't fucking win from the first hour. Fuck y'all.
We heard from Brad, and Brad went wire to wire. Cal, you could have gone wire to wire, dude.
No. Let me tell you about that Brad wire to wire call. You don't even know nothing about that.
I don't. Okay, go fuck me too. Fuck me too. Come tell me what's call.
Okay, let me tell you about Brad's wire-to-wire call.
Please.
I was there. You weren't.
I know you. I wasn't there. You're right. I don't know nothing.
I was there. Okay. Kyle Brandt, that bitch that used to work for NFL Network, was there at the time. Remember when fucking Brad? Remember when Brad fucking went wire to wire? Remember that year?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Just control.
I'm trying to, dude, but you are so mad at everybody. You want to fuck everybody.
Listen,
you just even.
I'm gonna tell you a couple of true stories here.
I can't stop, Steve. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm the best.
You are. You're the fucking best in the world.
No shit.
And I can go fuck myself. Fuck me. Okay.
All right, listen.
I want to hear
listen,
it. Go ahead.
listen.
I'm sorry.
Calm down. Calm down.
I'll turn my mic
Remember
off.
that year Brad went. No, listen.
Okay, go.
No, listen. Just listen. You can keep your mic on.
Okay.
Remember that year Brad went wire to wire. I called KB. I said, KB. That was what my first golden ticket call in 2015.
Okay.
I said, hey KB, let me go on after Brad. He said no. I said, why not? He goes, I don't know. I was like, okay, when can I go on? He goes, I can't really say. He put on fucking Joe and the OC, Fake Silk, and fucking Bodie and Pearland in front of me. And then he just left me off the card completely. That was the year Brad went wire to wire. I wanted to go on right after Brad. He wouldn't fucking let me because I would have annihilated his ass. Is that Paul's dog in the
Paul's
background?
dog, dude, he loves you.
Yeah.
Man, you
Yeah.
know what? No, wait, fuck Paul's dog. Fuck Paul's
All right,
dog.
listen, I'll tell you other true stories.
Yeah,
that
one more
really
true story.
happened.
Wait, I want to hear it. Go ahead. Oh man, I finally calmed down. That was an incredible story.
Yeah, but this Smackoff, I was like, fuck it. Like, I told Lef on Wednesday, I said Brad's gonna win. There's nothing we can do about it. There's absolutely nothing. I had some idea. There was some things I could have fucking won today, but nobody fucking went along with it. So fuck them all.
Fuck them all.
Fuck them all. I could have won this. I don't care about your top 10 list. Jeff in Southfield 10. I don't give a fuck. Like I could have won today, but none of them wanted to. All these idiots are too stupid
Yeah, they're all
to fucking
stupid.
listen
I
to me.
agree. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. Dude, Cal.
No, nobody listens.
No one listens, right?
Yeah, so I come out and fucking goof on Trapper. That's what I do.
Cal, you
got a problem with it? Then fuck off.
Yeah, they can fuck off. I agree. Fuck them. Fuck them all. Dude, all right, Cal. So, thank you so much for doing this. This was you.
Hey, one more take
yeah.
I had. I had a take on how wide Sarah and T's vagina snatches. It would have killed, man. The giant snatch she has. Her butt's no pleasure either, man. Jesus Christ, man.
Okay,
you
bro.
like fucking 3 dicks to get up in there.
Hey.
All right, as you were, man. Fuck off.
Hey, Cal, they're gonna run you right now. So what do you think about Cal? Run his ass. Fucking run his ass. Fuck it, Cal. Lorelai, did y'all hear that? You hear that? We got him pretty good. He had no clue. No clue.
I'm guessing Dave was going after the volume switch there. At
Yeah,
Lorelei.
I hope there wasn't a bunch of kids there, man.
Oh,
but
geez.
dude, we got him
Kids
good
at
at the
kids
beginning.
at the bar. I don't know about that, Bulldog.
We got him good at the beginning. That's true. You guys. And then he went off and said the same shit. Oh my God, that was incredible.
All right, we got to roll through these, Steve.
God.
So I've had people contact me. The people that have contacted me,
Cal.
you know who you are. Hang in there. We're coming right to you as quick as we can. But you gotta let Brad do his thing. You got to go to Kaleb when he calls, and you got to let Cal do his thing. So it's just the way it is, right?
Cal is gonna murder some random in Vegas tonight. That Cal call wasn't shut, dude. Brad won the Smackoff, but Cal won the day. Cal's the best. Oh my God, that was fucking crazy. Yes, what you got? I can't see it. All right, so Steve's trying to do something for me. Oh, we're going to Huntington Beach. Yep. Oh, badass, Brah. What's going on? How you doing?
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, what's up, Brah?
Come on.
Oh, wait.
No, it's the real one.
I don't know, man. I don't know between real or not. Y'all got me all screwed up here. Is this Silk?
Hey, what's up, Brad?
There he is. What's going on, brother?
Hey, by the way, I've been to the Lorelei. There's no way that that's the first time those words have been spoken inside the Lorelei. Don't worry.
Okay, that's good.
Did you hear Cal right now? Silk, did you hear that?
If Cal could be that good at any other time in his life, he would have already won 10 Smackoffs. His call today was awful. I mean, first of all, I guess it just seemed like he was nervous and he was mumble mouth. I think because he's had a bunch of Meisterbrows since then, he just sounds more clear. But that rant he just went on, I was literally crying in my house. He was so funny. He was awesome. If he could do that all the time, the guy would be awesome.
Dude, Silk Bro. I know you didn't call today, but I think Jim said it right, man. You've been around this show since the beginning. When you guys came through San Antonio, my little scrub ass was watching you guys up there on stage and stuff. So the respect of you and the jungle is there, but more than there's funny shit that goes on in this jungle. You know how it is. I mean, you're one of the founders of this thing, but how do you feel like when everybody just starts ragging on you for dude, you're trying to be a council member, bro. You're trying to do good for your community, and yet they can't leave the old bra alone. How do you feel about all that shit, dude? Or you just let it ride, man?
Well, first of all, how do you know I didn't call today? Maybe I was on hold the whole show. That's what Cal likes to say. So let's just say, listen, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of people aired a lot of secrets today, like Brad and Lef. And actually, the 27-time champ, Dick Flowers, just left my house
Nice.
a few minutes ago. We shared a little bit of Chardonnay. It was pretty awesome. And I'm about
Tell
to
him
head down to the beach.
congratulations from us, by the way.
Oh, Brah, you got to hear what he's going to do next year, Brah. Your head's going to explode, man. It's unbelievable, Brah. I couldn't wrap my head around it. So next year is going to be awesome, dude. I don't know who he's going to do it for, but he's going to do it for somebody. By the way, I thought, you were asking about me running for city council and all that stuff. Steve, I don't even know if I want to even talk about this, and maybe this is the place to talk about it, but I ran into a little trouble recently. Actually, I didn't run into it. The trouble ran into me. Some people who don't like me politically and are trying to make our esteemed, awesome mayor look bad, and some people who are trying to get appointed to Tito's vacated seat look bad. They went and found my Smackoff call from 2001 and weaponized it against me, and literally like 5 people from Huntington who are a bunch of kooks. They're a bunch of a-holes. And by the way, these are people that were calling me a flaming liberal for the last 6 months. They weaponized my Smackoff call and organized like I don't know how many people, but it was a handful of people to call the school I teach at and try to get me fired because of my 2001 Smackoff call. So that's why I've been staying kind of down lately, Brad, keeping it low pro, because I only became a teacher like 2 years ago, and I really love the kids I work with. I work with some gen ed kids, but I also work with mod severe disabled kids. And for these people to take a call out of context where I was actually spoofing racism and spoofing on people, and then post it literally into a bunch of Facebook forums here in Huntington that have like between 20 and 30,000 members. It was crazy, bro. I had like friends of mine, ex-girlfriends DMing me saying, my HB Mom's Facebook group has this. Have you seen this? And I actually had to, the most surreal moment in my life ever, Brad. I had to sit in my principal's office with my assistant principal and explain the Jim Rome show for the last 30 years and explain what the call meant. Luckily, these people I'm talking to both have PhDs, and they realized what I was doing. They said just from the call itself, they knew, obviously, I was being ironical, to quote the great Good Will Hunting. I was being ironical, and I was spoofing. But, of course, people who just hear the call. So you guys are hearing the news first. Steve, I spoke to Steve about it, so he knows. But, yeah, they weaponized this against me, and they're trying to get me removed from the Mobile Home Advisory Board. It's not going to work because our esteemed Mayor Kim Carr is awesome. But it's been a troubling couple weeks for me. My dad volunteers at a food bank at a church, and my dad's 79. Some lady in her 60s came up to him and played the audio and said, I think your son was saying racist things at the HB City Council. So nobody knows anything except this audio was posted and they used it. They didn't try to explain it. These people don't think I'm a racist. They know what this is. They're just trying to politically attack me, Brad.
All right, dude, man, that sucks. But I got to turn it back around to the show. What did you think about
Smackoff? But
hold
hang on a
on.
second. No. Oddly enough, though, Shawnee the Cablinasian actually made a joke about that somebody's going to take some of his stuff and weaponize it against him.
Yeah.
That's, sorry.
Correct. And by the way, I heard, what was that call? Yes, I can't remember who made it, if it was Mark or somebody, was making a joke about Kaleb and his cell phone. He said, is that where poor people go to buy their cell phone?
In Boston.
Okay, right. Now, are people going to call him out for disrespecting poor people? This is my whole point, dude. Listen, I'm a history major. I'm a history teacher. Context is everything. Are we going to rip up the Constitution because the Founding Fathers owned slaves? I don't know. Maybe we should. Maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. It's a conversation you can at least have academically. But to say, first of all, I looked at my Twitter handle the other day. I've tweeted 50,000 times. That's sad already. I'm upset with myself. But the only thing they could find on me was some call from 20 years ago. If I was who they think I am or who they're trying to make me out to be, you could go in my Twitter feed and find it, and my social, all my periscopes and stuff I was posting. Silk's a racist? You kidding me? Like I said, these are the same people who called me a flaming liberal, getting his marching orders from BLM and Antifa for the last 6 months while I was running for city council. Now I'm a racist? Come on, bro. Who cares about that? Anyway, I just wanted to break the news there. That's why I've been low profile recently and been kind of undercover, because I value my job teaching kids more than I value anything else. And so I didn't want to bring the Smackoff down and air that dirty laundry, but I can do it here, bro, because we're all bros, you know.
Dude,
it's a nugget, bro.
Not only have I met you in person, but when we were doing, ever since we've been doing this show for 13 years, I had the rock show as well, and Silk has always been a friend of the show. You have always helped us out. Just to have you on our shows, you know, when we were doing this a long time ago, you know, that would you know, make us, you know, get a little bit more listeners and stuff because of who you are, dude. And so all that shit that was going on that you've been talking about, you know, whatever. I hope that, I hate the fact that your family is having to deal with it and stuff like that, but I know the dude. I met the guy. I shook his hand. My wife's been with him. You know, we check it. We hang out with him and had a beer with him. And so, dude, you got all of our respect on this end, dude. And I hope all that shit straightens up for you, bro. I really do, man.
Yeah, actually, things are coming together. The problem is, though, I really wanted to run for city council again in 2022, which I mentioned on the show, but I don't know if I want to deal with this coming back up again. But I will tell you a little funny story. When I spoke to Steve when this happened like a week or two ago, he goes, "Man, I wondered why your call was trending on Takebox." It's because everyone on these Facebook forums and people who were trying to get me fired in Huntington were accessing it on
from Steve's side.
So,
that's all.
exactly. So listen, anything,
Steve the Sleuth.
Yeah, Steve.
Anything that can get you guys on Stucknut some props is great. I'm glad. I'm not sure they know what Stucknut is or what it does, but at least I was getting some traffic to the site. So listen, I can be stoked on that. So let's forget about all that. Like I said, Brad mentioned that he and I are going to get schmammed up together. That's actually going to be, I think, next Friday. It's not this. So I think Reggie's going to be there. So I'm going to be hanging with the BIC next week. What else? Oh, I thought Rich and I were talking about this. I really thought, I thought Brad's call was great, but I thought the top 5 was completely wrong. I thought Mark's call probably should have won.
Mark in Hollywood or Mark in Boston?
Mark in Boston was good, but Mark in Hollywood was better. Mark in Hollywood was great. Kaleb was great. I thought Vic was actually really good, although he blocks me on Twitter because, by the way, remember, I'm supposedly a racist, but right. I'm too liberal for Vic, so he blocked me. I tweeted that he's a blockety little bitch. And Eric in Falls Church, you know, the loser guy, he said, "I'll pass your thoughts on to him."
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, I really thought Mark could have won. I thought Mark was great. I thought Kaleb was great. The reset of the donkey call was great. Who else was good? I thought I love Benny. I'm a homer for Benny a little bit because I sat next to him when he made his call when we did the studio storm, which was cool. So yeah. I love Benny. But yeah, I thought I thought Brad was great too. And I thought Lef was pretty good, but he seemed a little nervous to me. He stumbled a couple times, and I like Lef, dude. He and I, drink adult grape juice together sometimes, and he's a great dude. And the pictures, I don't know if they put those up on the TV, but the pictures of him with the tattoo were pretty great. But like I tweeted, I said, forget the tattoo, the Dutch doors he's standing in front of. I really love those Dutch doors.
Dutch doors, that's awesome. So, okay. Hey, Brah.
Can we talk about Cal again real quick?
Yes, let's go. Get back to Cal. I want to hear it. The folks at the Lorelei want to hear it too.
I'm sorry. Hey, listen, shout out to Dave in Green Bay. When I was there in Green Bay for the Charger-Packer game, he put a Charger lightning bolt in the head of my Guinness, Brah, and it was perfect. That guy, he's a wizard with the Guinness. So maybe he can post a pic of, maybe he can draw a picture of Brad and Corona in the head of a Guinness or something. But Cal was funnier than he's ever been on your show, which I guess is in respect to you guys. And the way you pulled the old like Howard Stern punk on him with like, okay, go ahead. Now Cal, now you're live was great because I just got to hear him repeat the F word another 3,000 times.
Yeah, exactly.
It was awesome.
That's a little thing. I didn't realize that we were spoofing off Howard Stern, but if you can spoof off Howard Stern, you're probably not doing too bad. But these guys, and you know, we don't like rehearse this. You know, obviously we don't have scripts here, but we've been working together, or whatever you call this. We've been doing this together for a long time, and doing this particular show for almost 13 years now, 13 years, and it just kind of comes. With these two, we just can tell that what we're going to do, and Steve usually starts it. You know, Steve will come in and say something like, "Oh, dude, you're not on live yet." You know, he'll start like that, and then we'll look for the reaction. If we get that reaction right there, that one that we got, then it's on, brother. It's on like Donkey Kong, bro. We're going to run with it every time. So we kind of outed ourselves now, but if you fall for that, then, you know, that's like one of our achievements still. That's what we've become. That's one of our good things, you know. We're like happy with that, bro.
It was funny, and it sounded like Cal might have had on the wobbly boot, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. I like that he canceled his penthouse suite call, you know, because he was going to call in the first hour. I thought that was hilarious too. But
please, he was in a double twin bed smoking room at the Hooters Casino, bro. That guy wasn't anywhere near a $500 suite. By the way, I'm gonna go out there and call his bluff. So I have a friend, and her brother is the food and beverage director at like the Red Rocks out there in Vegas, it's kind of Henderson. It's off the strip, but it's a beautiful resort. And I'm gonna go find Cal, and I gotta see if he really lives the way he lives, bro. And you know, I'm gonna see, you know, because the water slides there have a height limit. I'm not sure he'll be able to get on any of them, but you know, I'm definitely gonna hook up with Cal. Cal actually seems like a really cool dude, and I'm a sucker for those awful Midwestern accents like Michigan and Ohio and Minnesota. So like just hearing him talk makes me laugh.
Love it, Brah. Love it. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I'm going to listen to you guys. I'm going to listen through my Bluetooth. I'm going to head down to the beach right now and meet up with some bros and go for a dip. But I'm going to keep you guys on YouTube. I've been listening on YouTube, so I'm going to listen to you for a bit. Like I said, me and Dick Flowers were having a Chardonnay, and we're listening to you guys since the show came on, sitting on my back patio. So you guys are killing it. Everything's good. Sorry to air my personal business on there, but I thought you guys might find it a little bit interesting. And listen, you guys are awesome, of course.
Late, brah. Thank you.
Later, brah.
Late. So, brah, if you need them. Sometimes shit happens, Hedstrom, doesn't it? Fucking.
That's just crazy. Yeah, and like, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't know if you were going to go to that or not. I wanted to throw that in there about. Very ironic that Cablinasian actually said the exact same thing. You know, but it said it in a joking manner that someone's going to take this and they're going to weaponize it against me. And we have seen this sort of thing in the past on Twitter and everything, where people share information and then some piece of shit takes it and uses it against somebody. You know what? Politics aside and all the rest of it, it's a shitty thing to do.
Yep,
it really is. But enough of that.
Let's get back to Cal. The thing about this show, Hedstrom, is
you know how long it's going to take me to bleep out that call and make it PG friendly, because they're going to drop it off of YouTube.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Are you going to have to do that?
Yeah, maybe you know what I'm going to do? This is what we're going to, forget it. I got an idea. I will share it with you off the air. I've got an idea for that call.
Dude, we do this live. Now, we're fixing to go to another line. Steve's on the phone right now. But we do this live. And some people accuse me of like fake laughing sometimes. But Hedstrom knows that
absolutely not.
Hedstrom knows that he can play the fart
fake.
drop, and I'm going to freaking laugh.
That is not
But
fake.
Cal literally had me where I had to pick up a towel.
No, you laugh. You have a ha-ha kind of laugh that everybody does.
Dude.
When the towel or the shirt comes up, it's
dude,
game over.
This dude would not. He literally wanted to fuck. He said, "Fuck everybody."
Everybody and everything.
He gave a rat.
What's that line from Eddie Murphy about, you know, when he walks in the room, the fish stops women? That's an old Eddie Murphy line.
Cal was on fire. He was on fire. If we would have let him go any further, he would have. He would have told fuck the Pope the way he was headed, bro. I mean, he was going down the wrong path. But Cal, great job. I'm sorry that I ruined your call, by laughing so much, but you were just too funny. Steve, are we going back to the phones?
Yeah, 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, we got a minute's kill. Oh, well, we got breaking news?
You now to Kermit the Frog with another fast-breaking news story.
Anonymous source has just informed me that they have turned off the feed at the Lorelei.
We're done. Why? Is it because of Cal?
I don't know.
Bye, Lorelei. It was nice. It was fun playing with you. Now, where was that one in Tucson? I want to hear from that one in Tucson next. Hope you guys got it.
Damien?
Was that what it's called? How do you remember all this shit? All right, so we're fixing to go back to the phones.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so we've gone an hour and a half. We're still rolling. Things are good. How you doing? Hedstrom, you okay? I know you drove 7 hours or something in 6.
Once again, props to Nos energy drink.
Nice.
Love this stuff. It actually is very good. So I'll probably actually be up until about 2 a.m. now. But no, I'm doing great. I just I had to step aside for a quick bit. I actually had a very important email that came in, and I had to take care of that and check something. So, but we're all set.
Okay, look, I'm going to have to step aside here in just a little bit too, to take care of some business I have to take care of. But let's get to, as soon as we get to a call, let's figure who that and figure who dat. I just think I said who dat. That's awesome. All right, Steve's on. It's so cool to be here at Stucknut World Headquarters. I get to watch all
and when I came back, how did you guys get on the whole thing about Cal with what we did with Cal? How did you get on that? What you were talking to Silk about that?
Oh, I just asked him to be heard what Cal was doing. Wait, hold on, Hedstrom. Let's see. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God! All right, let's go back to the phones. You're gonna like this, Hedstrom. I'm definitely hanging out for this one. We're going to a 5-time champ. He placed 3 today. We're going to Sean, Cablinasian. What's going on, Shawnee?
I would say the only 5-time champ.
Yeah, that's true. You got that one all by yourself now. How you doing?
That's right, man. That's right,
dude.
I feel good.
Sean, the way you said that all your faults are now paying for your kids to go to college was genius.
Yeah,
it was genius, brother.
And it's true.
It's true. That's what makes it even better.
It's 100% true. That's funny. I was listening to you guys talk to Brad, and by the way, congratulations to him. I've already tweeted and texted him congratulations. He's awesome.
Yeah.
But it was really fun to listen to you guys ask him like his process, because I'm always intrigued by that. I don't know the answer to that for really any of the other callers, and especially nowadays. Like, it's, as you guys know, I just started calling back into the Smackoff in the last couple of years, so I've got like this big gap where I just never did it for like 8 or 10 years or whatever it was. And it was interesting to listen to him, and I really liked it because it's very similar to mine. And I had my call all set to go, and after the first caller, it was Jeff, and his first like 7 jokes were about me being fat, and I'm like, well, damn, like I gotta crumple this whole thing up. Like, it was after Jeff, and then like 2 more callers. I'm like, wow, this is really like, okay, so it's the Sean is Fat show. Like, like literally, like the first 4 callers are all talking about how fat. And the weird thing is I'm not fat anymore. Like, I've lost a lot of weight, but I thought that the jokes were funny. I didn't care, but I'm like, well, I got to come firing back. So the whole thing about my flaws have turned into my money, or however I worded it or whatever, that was all. I came up with all that stuff at like 10:30. Or whatever, I guess 11:30 Houston time, like a half hour into the show. Like 2/3 of my call I came up with after the show had started. I'm like, well, I guess if this is going to be the theme, I can't really do something where I'm not responding to everybody calling me a fat piece of shit. Like, I gotta come back and do something. So that's why it was cool to listen to Brad and how he does it, and he kind of lays out, and he had some stuff and he deleted it and blah blah blah. It was interesting. That's kind of the only thing I used that I went into today with ready to use was the Garrett Cole stuff. Like, I was going to use that one way or the other.
So this is what I love about this show, Sean. The fact that you call is incredible. Real quick, Marie in Colorado says, please tell him congrats and great call. You're getting a lot of love in the chat right now, bro.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Sean. So, like I was when we were talking to Brad, I want to do this with you because you're a 5-time champ. So I love it when I hear how you guys are you start with a base call, and then and then all of a sudden, bam! It was everybody's talking about you. So now all of a sudden you need to rip the script, and so how do you prepare for that, and how do you pull that off, dude? Because none of us, I couldn't do it. That's
It was, Pool Dog. It was easier back in the day because I knew people were going to come after me because I was winning for a while. I was winning almost every year,
right?
And I was relevant. So I have no gauge on that. The last couple of years, I know, I've won it a bunch of times, but the last time I won it was 2007. Fucking Twitter wasn't even around back then. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I never know. That's why I kind of let in with okay, I guess this is just Lef and Brad playing grab ass, and then the rest of us are all here just watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it feels like. So I had no idea. I go into it just assuming okay, well, there'll be the occasional shots at me because I've won it a bunch of times, but it's all guys who still call the show quite a bit. So I never know just how relevant I'm going to be in it, but obviously my body type was very relevant today. So yeah, once it happens, you have to put it this way. If everybody's coming after you over something and you don't have a call that adapts, that addresses it, then you're just not going to win. You know what I mean? You're putting a ceiling on how high you're going to finish. So, and I wanted to win. So that's why I did it.
And that's where I like getting into y'all's head about.
Yeah.
That's what I like. The fact that all right, you plan on you're going through you figured out this. All right, this is the path I'm going to take, and then all of a sudden you get this why. And then all of a sudden you got a fork in the road, and you got another fork in the road, and the way you all can put it together and make it come out like if this is you're just normally talking, dude. You're just like no effort. I mean, on our end, it just sounds like just no effort to do this. It's part of your everyday, thing. And that's what amazes me on how y'all can do stuff like this, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, you kind of put yourself in the moment. You realize none of it's personal. You know what I mean? It's if any of these guys, if we were to do the Smackoff and then we were all living in the same town, we'd probably all be drinking in the same bar afterwards,
right,
hanging out. You know what I mean? So, but it's almost like wrestling. You know what I mean? You got to get yourself in the moment like it is real. You got to suspend disbelief. And you're like, okay, if this fucker was coming after me, what would I say to him? You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's so it's just getting yourself in a frame of mind and doing it doing it from the heart and not going on Google and say, okay, Google comebacks for fat jokes. That's why with Jeff's call, I wasn't even really, I wasn't offended at all, but I was disappointed that the jokes were so formulaic, and I'm guessing he didn't sit there and come up with all of it. I don't Google. I mean, you guys probably tell from my calls. I don't Google jokes and then just sit there like Michael Scott opening a speech on The Office with 5 different jokes that he's trying out. You know what I mean? It's that I was more put off by the fact that he probably found those jokes on the internet somewhere than the fact that they were directed at me. You know what I mean? Okay, you're going to smack off and you're coming in. This is what you're doing. You're using a bunch of one-liners that you got out of a joke book about fat people. Come on, man. It's be better.
You're listening to Stucknut Radio on the post Smackoff show, and we got 5-time champ, third place finisher Sean the Cablinasian. One thing that struck me with what you've been talking about earlier, and I'm listening the whole time, and you know what? What I'm really impressed with what you just said, the fact that you wanted to win. You weren't in here for third, second. The Cablinasian was coming in, and you were going to go try to hit it over the fence, and I respect the shit out of that, Sean. What do you think about your third place finish? What did you think when you were done with the call? What were you thinking at that point, brother?
I definitely thought it was better than my call last year. My call last year was really my true return to the show. 2 years ago, I was part of Steve Carbone's call, and that was my return. Just my literal return to the show. But as far as it being just me not being part of somebody else's call, so last year I didn't think my call was all that great, and the finish reflected that. I think I was 7th last year. I felt way better about the call this year. Just way better. But it's like every year. I think every year the top 4 or 5 are pretty evident, and you throw a blanket over them, and then it's just Brad definitely deserved to win today, and I think eventually it was going to happen. You know what I mean? Eventually he was going to win the 6th one. So so I'm cool. I'm cool finishing 3rd. He's a really good caller. Really good caller. He's a great caller. So yeah, I'm totally cool with it.
I love it. This is what this is how this show was shown. I mean, my mind is not very clear, not very bright. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm sitting here, son.
Spit it out, Doc.
Dude, this is why we designed this show. The intentions of this show are to get into the participants' head and let us know how and why they do what they do. And this is what I love about this show, that you are in the business itself, but yet you're on this show telling us how you go about this whole different thing that you, in your show, is you do what you do, but this is different, bro. And I love the fact that you wanted to win it today, and you came in strong, man. What did you think when you hung up the phone? Did you think your podium at least, or what did you think, bro?
I thought, well, you never know because there's so many more people to come in, and look, I know, like, inherently I probably put myself at a disadvantage in some ways by coming in at the back end of hour 2 as opposed to waiting to be one of the last couple guys. But that's just been my process. Like, when I've won, I've come in the second out. Like, it's not even like a superstition or anything. I like calling and then laying out and just listening to the rest of the show. It's just my process. It's probably not doing myself any favors by doing it that way. And my guess is if I wanted to come in closer to the end as a 5-time champ, you know what I mean? Like,
you'd have the liberty. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Like, I mean, there is a meritocracy about the show, you know, just to pull the curtain back a little bit. But, I felt good about it. I mean, I knew that Brad was still to come. I'm like, okay, well, it's, you know, there's, you know, I feel good, but it's like I hit a good drive on the 10th hole. You know what I mean? Like, there's still 8 more holes that can eat my lunch out here. But I kind of had a feeling. And then what happens is that you start listening to the top 10, and to me, the whole tell is like who's 9 and 10. And there's some years where I haven't done as good as I thought. And it's been reflected in my ranking, but it's been a deep field, and you go, wow, that guy was 10th. Oh man, yeah. Like, could I finish out of the top 10? Like, that's the tell. But when I heard who finished, I think was Jeff 10th this year. I want to say Jeff.
Yes.
Yeah. When I heard he was 10th, I'm like, okay, I don't have to worry about not hearing my name. You know what I mean? Like, at that point, yeah, you know. And then once it started to get to, I think 6 was where I'm like, oh shit, top 5. All right, cool. Better than last year.
That's awesome. Hey, Marie wants to know, and it brings you, we're at 6 right now. What do you think? Are you shocked that Lep took 6? What do you think of Lep's call?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, I'll be honest with you. I was in and out of his call because I got a phone call partway through his call, so I didn't hear the whole thing. So I would be being disingenuous if I said I heard the whole thing. I was just surprised because it's Lep. You know what I mean? Like, it's it feels like this has been. It feels like the Smackoff has turned into like Stone Cold and The Rock back in the late 90s and early 2000s, and it's Brad versus Lef. You know what I mean?
But Sean, not this year, though.
Lef
was 6. You were 3rd. Bick was 2nd. Brad won it. But, you know, it was where everybody thought, you know, it's just a two horse race, you know, but not this time, because you know, I thought I had you 1 and 2, you know, to be honest with you, Vic, I didn't have 2nd, but I respect Vic, what he did. But when Rome said that Lep was 6, that changed the whole outlook to this whole thing. Cause now it was like, oh, hell yeah, Sean's still in there. Oh, hell yeah. We haven't heard Caleb's name. We hadn't heard Benny, you know, Brad, of course, but that made it like badass, dude, you know, and I thought it was going to be just, you know, just do the what is it? Exact the box, you know, Brad and Left, and put, you know, $10 on it and go make some money, you know. But it's just different this year, and I was real proud about that, and real proud that you're here. And I love your call. I love everything about what you do and how you present yourself, brother.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's it's funny because I'm not as plugged into the show as I used to be. Right. You know, 10 or 15 years ago, I could go Michael Corleone on any number of callers, and I used to. That was my MO back in the day. But that was never my entire call. You know what I mean? Like, I always had tried to have 1 or 2 relevant bullet points about sports or the world or whatever the case may be, and then obviously be funny and entertaining about it. Like, if Jeff and Southfield hadn't gone off on me, almost my whole call would have just been smack on random stuff as opposed to people. You know what I mean? Like, so
it changed the course.
It was kind of cool that he called in and did that and kind of lit a fire under me. And so I think about what my original call was going to look like into what it turned into. And I definitely, like, looking at it now, I'm like, well, it's a good thing Jeff called in when he did, because I think it's a big reason why I wound up in the top 3. So that's, yeah, I mean, it's kind of the mechanics of the show, man. Like you adapt on the fly and you get in the moment and you hope for the best.
And then you're on the podium, baby. You're on the podium.
That's it.
Hey, so
That's it.
So when did you start preparing, and when did you start getting the bullet points and getting the punctual of what you're going to be talking about for the show today? When did you start putting some notes together?
Last night.
Wow,
it's always the night before. I never do it. Yeah, I mean, I think I know there's a lot of people. My guess is there's people that have their own notebook that says Smackoff throughout the year, and they write stuff down.
I guarantee
that's the sense I get. It's just I've never done it that way, man. I think about it, a couple of the ones that I won back in the mid 2000s. They were like very low points in my life, and I remember like waking up super hungover and rolling over. I'm like, God, I got to put a Smackoff call together for like 4 hours from now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you end up winning it. So I've never been. I mean, I don't say this to brag. It's just like that's just you asked, and that's my process. Like I didn't start putting notes together until last night, and like 2/3 of them didn't end up mattering to me. You know what I mean? Like the stuff that I finished up my radio show today at 10 a.m. Went across the hall to a studio up at our our offices where I do my radio show. I went into a studio across the hall to kind of camp out in there, and was just looking at my notes, kind of getting my mind right. Like, okay, I'm ready to go. And so then I'm just sitting there eating snacks and waiting around for the show to start. And then Jeff calls in. It's like, okay, crumple this up. You know what I mean?
I
like
love
figuratively.
That. I absolutely love that. Not only did you start thinking about it last night, but also whatever you put on paper, whatever your thoughts were with the first call in were crumbled, and now
man.
Now all of a sudden you're rerouting the thing like when you have Google Maps on and they reroute your ass. But dude, Shawnee, we come in. We're in Houston doing this, and I've been a fan of yours for all this time. And the Smackoff is better with you.
Thank you.
The Smackoff is better with you. A podium finish we got today. I say we, but you know what I mean. I was proud. Of course, I wanted it, top 1 or 2, but I will take the 3. I will take the 3. No big deal. I'm glad that you still have the want and the desire to win the damn thing, and that impresses the shit out of me, because you're at a point where you don't need to, but you're still with us. So I really respect you for that, brother.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, Pool Doc. I'm just glad to be. I mean, honestly, like I really wanted to win it, obviously, but it's cool for me just to be back in it now. There was a long period of time where I wasn't in it, and and I think just like the show's been a huge part of why I have a radio career now, maybe the biggest part of why I have a radio career now. So that this has been like getting back into it and being back in touch with Jim and Adam Hawk's been like really, really important into getting me plugged back into the Smackoff and stuff. Has been really like really therapeutic. I mean, the show's been a big part of my adult life, so it's been really cool to be a part of it again the last few years.
Sean, I've been listening since the mid '90s when he showed up in San Antonio, and I be honest with you, that show has helped me keep my head right, trying to build a business. Just trying to in that one voice of reason that we had from 11 to 2 here in Texas, and you've been part of it too, brother. Hey, dude, go do what Sean does, bro. Go do what Sean do, man. And
do you guys want to hear something funny? You know what I'm going to go do now? I'm
What?
going to go work out. Believe it or not.
Oh, my God.
The fat ass that just got beat up like a piñata on the Smackoff is I'm in my sweats. I'm ready to go get on the elliptical downstairs. Now, granted, it's so that I can go gorge on serious Italian food tonight, but at least there's a balance in my life now. You know what I mean? Like there's a homeostasis in my life. God, I miss those tour stops, dude. The San Antonio. I thought about that today. I'm like, as I was listening to Brad with you guys, like I don't know Brad at all. I've never talked to Brad, but I know Silk. Silk's like one of my very best friends from this radio show. And Silk and I traveled together all over the place to those tour stops. And I was thinking to myself, as I was listening to Brad, I'm like, we would actually probably be friends by now if Jim was still doing tour stops. Like we probably would have been to a few cities that we used to we used to travel, we had a little band of idiots traveling around, me and Silk and Trapper, and then there'd usually be one or two randoms kind of along. Aaron in Ottawa would come along sometimes.
CEO was in there.
CEO texted me today. So it's really cool. Like that's what's been the best part about getting plugged back in is being back in touch with a lot of people who, when I was in my late 20s, they were, they became, really good friends through a very odd way, like through a radio show.
Isn't that crazy?
It's been cool. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
That's awesome, brother. Hope everything in your life and career is wonderful, and I hope you have a beautiful day today. And thank you so much for doing this. And you don't have to do this, but you do, and we appreciate you so much for being a part of this show as well as the Jungle. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, dude, you guys are amazing. You guys do a great job, and I'll echo what Brad said earlier. That without all the work that you guys do, and like Steve going back, decades now doing this stuff, the show's a very different show without you guys doing what you do. So props to you guys, and yeah, enjoy your weekend.
You too, brother. Thank you so much. Later.
All right,
Later,
well.
Sonny.
See ya.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Bye. Sean the Cablinasian, if you need him. I don't know, just Sean the Cablinasian on the Stucknut Radio Post Show. This is the Stucknut Radio Post Show. Bullock, Hedstrom in the house. Hedstrom, are you just not going to talk anymore, or I'm getting close to needing a break here, and you're going to have to carry the show because Steve's mic don't work, so I can't hear Hedstrom at all.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah. So I had to turn it off. So I had to talk to somebody earlier there.
I got you.
No, it's all good.
You hanging in there, man?
I'm hanging in there. It's I might have to go for one of the Starbucks cold caffeinated drinks here, but we'll see.
I just saw that Gordo was in the chat. Gordo, get with us. I'm having a little get together at the hotel. See if you want to show up. Gordo, anybody in Houston?
Gordo can hit me up in the messenger, and he can, if he's listening, hit me up in the messenger, and I'll give you the details on how to get there.
Yeah, just if you're listening and you're in Houston and you know me, and you want to hang out tonight, we got a place to do it. So let us know. Anyway, going back to the show.
I will get you the information, Gordo, and we'll get it over there to you, and that way you can head over there.
I love this.
It's a great hang. It's a great hang because of where that location you've got. But go ahead.
I love the next caller. I still am laughing about the quote of the day that day, Hedstrom, where he said, "Wherever the poor people get their phones, like Cricket and T-Mobile, we're going back to the phones." We're headed to Mark in Boston. What's up, Mark? How you doing, brother?
Hello, gentlemen. How are you? How are you?
Doing real well, bro. Hey, what do you think about your 8th place finish and your call today?
Yeah, it happened. I thought I did better. I mean, it would be stupid for me to come on here and say, like, fuck Kaleb and fuck this guy and fuck that guy. I mean, you guys just got to see what happens when, like, you're in a special ed class and one of the kids gets angry. You don't want to mess around with retard stinks. Anyway, I thought the call was better. I definitely thought Dan's call was amazing as well. I thought of the two people that, had a legitimate gripe, myself and Dan. But it is what it is. Who knows, like, how it should have gone. I guess the frustrating thing for me, if I'm just being frank, is that, Sean said something really important a little while ago. It's like, look, I'm the 5-time champ. I can call whenever the fuck I want. I can't. So I'm trying to get up closer to the podium a little bit so I have a little bit of that fuck you money, and I can say, can I call an hour 3 now? Because I do believe there is a recency bias. The closer you get to the end, here come the heavy hitters. I mean, even Rome's got it in his head. Like, yeah, these were great, but the big guns are coming, and you can't get there until you get there. And, I'm not going to be pissed off that I got 8th, but, it's definitely back to the drawing board.
Well, hey, Mark, there's a bit of an analogy here, like, that I had kind of thought of. Do you think it's just too easy for him to go to these other people? It's almost like, hey, you're the new up and coming head coaching candidate, and yet here they are, and they're repurposing this guy.
Well, look, the dudes that call at the end of the day clearly have game. Like, the calls at the end of the day, I obviously found myself laughing out loud the most for. But there's also something to be said. Like, dude, if I was calling late in the day, I wouldn't be laughing at other dudes' calls. my butthole would be as tight as a diamond trying to figure out how I'm going to respond. I was already done for the day. So when you go from being a participant to then a listener, it just changes the whole game. Like, I wasn't laughing at the calls earlier in the day, reflecting on them later. They're great, but you still have to be like, okay, how am I going to respond to this? How am I going to rebuttal this? Should I rebuttal this? And once you're done and you hang up, you're like, okay, I'm going to go take my seat in the audience and enjoy the rest of the show. So I probably enjoyed more of it because I didn't have to worry about it. Like, my call was over. You know?
I love that. Good, well done, Hedstrom. That was perfect. But yeah, it brings me to another point that we haven't discussed yet. The sense of the feeling that you get that, like, I did it, I'm done, there's nothing else I can do. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, like, okay, so when you brought me on just now, the first thing you said was, hey, Mark had the line of the week with this poor people cricket thing, right?
Yeah.
I got a lot of good run for that. That shit was sitting in the recycling bin. I wasn't going to use it on Smackoff Day. I was like, I can't use that. I don't find it funny enough. But when you're done and you place where you place, you start to go back and go, well, shit, should I have used this instead of this? Should I have done this instead of this? There's like 3 things in my brain rolling around going, oh, man, I should have done that. I should have swapped out this for this. And, you know, and it's just hindsight at that point. But when it got good run a couple days before, literally I was like, oh, that's cool that it got brought up a couple days in a row, but fuck, I should have saved that. You know?
I love that.
Did what happened? I want to ask you though. It may or may not have affected you, but did what happened with Lef and when Jim had to go back and say, "Hey, keep it clean" and everything? Did that affect any of your content?
No, I don't. You know, I'm the kind of person. I'll call occasionally and do something to intentionally get run. But when it comes to the Smackoff, I almost have like a little bit of Smackoff PTSD because I've gotten rung up. I've gotten run in a Smackoff before, and it sucks. So you know that actually might be one of my problems. That there's a little bit of tentativeness there to not just go for it. But when you get kicked in the balls on the biggest day, and then you've got everyone on Twitter just it's a shit show. You're like, okay, not doing that again. But all it would have been like some more Jeff and Richmond fat stuff, which is kind of like my Chipotle. I can eat that up every day.
That's awesome.
But Jeff didn't get on air, so maybe it wouldn't have been good. Who knows?
You're listening to Stucknut Radio post Smackoff show. Mark in Boston chilling with us. So Mark, what's going on now? All right. So like you're done with this thing, and then they called you out at number 8. Did you stick around to hear who won it, or are you like, fuck it, I'm out, man?
No. I stuck around because this is a little fraternity.
Right.
Everybody jumps in their DMs. We all. It is like a little. I don't want to use the term frat because I don't pay for my friends. What up, Cal? But there's this weird little fraternity of people who really get nerdy about this shit, and there's actually and this is gonna sound lame as fuck. There's a slight bit of mourning, like it's over. Now I gotta wait another year.
Exactly.
And I'm sure you guys can empathize with that, but you get to like February, March, and your ears perk up a little bit, and you go, are they going to announce a day? Are they going to start talking about it? And then once it starts getting talked about and they drop that promo, it's like, okay, it's fucking on. Let's go. And this year was different because there wasn't a lot of time to prep. It was like, hey, you got a month. So there's a lot of stress and a lot of bullshit that goes along with like trying to find the time to devote to it because, I'm a father of 4.
Right.
I'm hung like a stallion, and my wife needs me occasionally, and I work. I do one job in the day and one job in the night, and it's like, okay, where do you slot time to do Smackoff stuff? And I don't know, man.
What did you think,
Mark? Bummed.
What did you think about it only having a month or so to prepare for something like this? Usually we get more than that time. How did that? Obviously you're a busy man, but what did you think about this time? Just having that little window there. I mean, is that?
No, I mean, like it felt like pressure, obviously.
Right.
But make no mistake, the more time there is, or at least for me, the worse it is.
Right.
Because you start to read stuff over and over again, and you're working on bits, and then it's funny the first few times you say it, and then you see it on your, your little, this could be funny, this could be funny. The 500th time, you're like, what the fuck? This isn't funny anymore. And then people on the game day are like, oh my God, that was hilarious. Well, I've read it 1,000 times. So I don't know if I think it's funny anymore. So I almost like the shortened season. Like, gotcha, get ready. Because maybe it was just me, but I felt like this was the best one.
Yeah, it was good. It was great. And I agree with everything you just said. I like the shortened season. I think it's great.
It was wild in the lead up, but it really felt like everybody was firing on all cylinders. Benny had a great call. His line about the pot stickers, I almost shit myself. I texted Kaleb immediately afterwards. Like, I was like, I think you just won, dude. I really thought he had a good call. And like, I try to watch, one of the things that, that's kind of nerdy, a little inside baseball, is that I don't like to listen to the Smackoff now that it's on TV. I like to watch, because if I see Rome reacting to someone else's joke, that's what I want to rebuttal. It's almost like you got to nullify that, So I think my rebuttal bit was really good at the top of my call, and then Brad and Corona fucking decapitated me for it. So, he obviously plays the same game, and he's the dirtiest one in the game. So it happened.
Look, this is interesting concept that we have not heard of yet. The difference between listening and watching the judge. You're seeing what basically you're saying was you were seeing how he was reacting to different things, which can kind of, like Sean was saying, would make the call start going in different directions. So now we have this concept where you can actually watch the judge, and that's interesting, Mark. I like that. Give a little bit more about that.
Well, so this year I was actually getting frustrated because I think that the hosts and the show prep, they're on to that too. So they would only show Rome for like maybe 15 seconds, and then they would go to the player profiles and the picks, and they wouldn't show Jim's reaction. So I had to play it by ear. I was like, well, is he laughing at that? Is he laughing at this? I had rebuttals. I also had rebuttals ready for Matt. I had some stuff for Tyler. I was going to respond to Dan, because I really thought when I called I would be at the end of hour one. I didn't think that I was going to drop down to the bottom of hour two. I'm glad I did, because the later the better. But the later I got into the show, I had to cancel some of those rebuttals, because you can't spend your whole call just rebuttaling people,
right? Unless
you're left.
Yeah, you have to have a take eventually, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you have to actually get to something. So for me, I know you guys have a lot of people you want to talk to, and I'm about to get on a plane, so I just want to say I'm bummed. I'm not going to lie and pretend like I'm not bummed. I thought I had a better call today. But judging by the reaction in the chat and the reaction on Twitter, I'm fucking wrong. No one seems to care or like it, so it is what it is. I'm like, fuck you guys too. I'll pull a Cal there for a second.
You go Cal on us, eh? Hey, Mark.
Fuck you guys.
Mark, you've been part of Stucknut Radios from a long time, so the fact that you're in the Smackoff and you're here on our show, it means a lot to me. Safe travels, my friend. Thank you for calling us in, and well done today. And
you guys do great work. I don't want to cut you off before you cut me off, but like Brad's right. If we don't have the site, like with me working as much as I work, and that I have to catch up.
What? Is he gone?
Is he on the airplane?
Are you on the airplane already, Mark?
No.
Oh, we lost you for a second there. I thought you were doing a bit on it.
Oh, it was when I was complimenting you, so I just muted it.
That's awesome. I love it. Mark, be
fuck
cool.
You guys. Bye.
Be cool. Late. All right. I thought he was giving us a bit, Steve. All right, Hedstrom. Who's up next? You know?
Try Tyler.
Tyler. All right. I need about a 2-minute break. Okay. Hedstrom, you got it for 2 minutes?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hedstrom,
yeah,
you got it?
We got it. So
here, Steve.
So with the it was funny with the rundown. I wasn't able to listen to all the show, so I actually have to go back and listen to a couple of the calls. I arrive at my location. I'm trying to get things set up, and I'm trying to get checked in. And they're like, ladies, like, oh, there's a 3 o'clock check-in time, and I'm like, I really need to get in here.
Don't look like I'm going to be. Hold on. Hold on. Help. Steve, we need your help.
I got people showing up at my door. You got the thing going
Dude,
down.
I just needed a
okay.
break.
You know what?
I should never take a break on any show, so I'm just gonna hang out there. We're not going anywhere.
You guys are just a silhouette, anyways. It doesn't matter. We can't.
I kind of like it like this because now look how dark
cool.
we are. I
know.
love it.
Put the flashlight under your chin there.
What's that?
Put the flashlight under your chin.
Oh yeah, we can go back to. Hey, we got Tyler on the line. Tyler in Edmonton. Hedstrom, it's all you. What's up, Tyler? How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, Pool Doc, you gotta go take a shit or what?
Hey, dude, you got to do what you got to do, bro. You know?
I know, man.
Sometimes, although I haven't eaten today, so maybe it's not take shit. I think I might need to take a leak, bro. If you need to know what's going on, I'll let you in on the trying to take care of myself the situation here a little bit. Hey, you got Hedstrom with you, man? You gonna be cool with Hedstrom? Give me about 2 minutes.
Go for it, Tyler. So you were getting a lot of love on Twitter today for your call. Just take us through it, man. Tell us your deal there.
Honestly, I was giving myself kind of a 50-50 to get on just because I haven't really been participating as much and stuff. And then he went to all those other guys, so I knew I was going to be in tight, so I had to shave some stuff, and I kind of just took what I thought might hit the best, and that was pretty much what I went with. So I thought that that kind of Leff and Brad thing I had with the Askren Paul, I kind of thought it was either going to be a total bust or might play. It seemed like people kind of got what I was trying to say, so it was fun. It was good to get back in there.
Now, in your mind, I mean, this isn't about complaining or this or that or how long you've been on, anything like that. Do you think it was justified that you had to win another golden ticket in order to get on? Like, what was your take on that? Because I had some people asking me about that. And, why does he have to get a golden ticket? He's already been on. What did you think about that?
I thought it was fine. Like, I hadn't called in so long. I don't know, just done or because like Smackoff I was in, I got run, and then just kind of taking a break. And then last year, like, just wasn't going to work out for me. And then like when I called this year, like they asked, like Hawk just kind of asked like what my plan was, and I'm like, honestly, dude, I'm just calling, and if you guys want to invite me back, I don't, you know what I mean? It's up to you guys. So I didn't know if they were just going to say, yeah, he's back in or a golden ticket. I honestly didn't really care that much.
Okay, so Hawk didn't necessarily give you a heads up about that then?
No.
Okay. It's kind of interesting because Brett Pattersauer, I don't know if you know him on Twitter, he's always around. Yeah. He says, Tyler's call was funny and refreshingly short compared to what came before.
Yeah, that's fair. My last Smackoff call was terrible. It was brutal.
And were you able to listen to any of the other, like how much of the other calls did you listen to coming up to yours?
Pretty much all of them, because I called right at like right when the show started, because I knew I was gonna have to just get on hold and hope for the best. So I heard every call, and honestly today, like I don't know, I haven't heard what you guys think, but today, like as a whole, I thought like kind of like what Rome said, it was basically that was like the most consistent I thought through the whole thing. Like the only guys I didn't think were that great was probably Cal. I just kind of thought he just was off today. And Jeff, I wasn't really sold on, but like I thought everybody was solid, man. That was hard to pinpoint. What did you guys think?
Go ahead, Steve.
Oh, y'all gonna let me talk finally? We've been on for 2 hours.
But hey, is that Steve or is that Rit down there? Finally.
Yeah, I used that joke when I called Rome last year too.
Yeah.
About Cal? What were we talking about?
Just kind of how consistent like the whole field was in general. Like I thought it was just like I thought everybody just showed up. Like Rome mentioned, everybody showed up good, and I think that was the deepest one as far as like actual guys showing up and doing a good job. Like that was definitely the deepest I've ever thought of.
And only one run call, but wasn't that Paul's dog or who?
That was Mutt in LA got run.
Oh, Matt in LA, that's right. Yeah, so one golden ticket guy got run, So
yeah.
Other than that, everybody brought it. That was good. And then I wanted to go ahead and mention that last night that on our pre-show that I picked Brad, Benny, and Vic to finish in the top 3, but y'all finished top 4, so Once again,
Well, I mean,
I'm the best.
yeah. That's actually a pretty good poll for you to pick Vic.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan, but it's tough to say where they're gonna put him or what he's gonna do, right? Because sometimes I think Vic doesn't even care if he gets run,
Yeah, but you kind of tell though, because he's usually really good up to the lead up to the Smackoff.
Yeah.
And he kind of gives you an idea which way he's gonna go. But I just figured it's time though too, because he usually does bring some pretty funny stuff. But
oh yeah, I agree.
And just to correct something, Brett Patterson was saying that he meant that your call was shorter today than the earlier calls today, not necessarily your calls in the past.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought both, because both would be fair.
Yeah, I understood it the way you did too. So, but just to correct that. So, did how much modification of your call did you have to do to kind of fit in what came up? Like, did you have some openings there where you could slot in some stuff as reaction?
Yeah, I did. I had a couple things going, and then pretty much I just cut it. Like I just cut a bunch of shit on the fly. I wasn't running that long anyways, but it was because you're tweaking as you go. So I had a line about like Jeff and Southfield. I thought Jeff, I don't know, he had a couple lines that were easy to rebuttal on, and then like Jeremy Stewart himself with that Forbes bit. So I was going to go after him for copying left, and a couple other things, like just real 10-second things. But by the time I got on, because Hawk came on and was like, okay, you're going on right now, and I knew it was going to be tight. Like, I knew if I was even flirting with like 4 minutes or 3.5, I was probably going to get cut off. So I don't even know when I came in. It must have been less than 3 minutes. But I thought that everybody in the first hour, like, I don't know about you guys, but like, I thought it seemed like everybody was flying. Like, was there many guys that were even over 3 minutes? By that much, or
I was actually driving today, so I didn't actually get any times on the calls. I'd have to go back and check that, and I'm not going to bother doing that. But no, like he actually tightened them up pretty good, because Rome was saying, he went through so many calls in the first hour, which is really good.
Yeah, the first hour was awesome because they didn't do any of the walk up music. He didn't.
Yeah.
He said he didn't do any of the reaction afterwards. It was just call after call. And I thought I had tweeted earlier that they haven't had 20 calls since 2001, and y'all did 19 today. And if Mike and Indy would have called, that would have been 20, and they could have squeezed them in. So yeah, they were rolling through them, and we didn't have like DA calling for 20 minutes and.
Oh yeah.
Bobby in Brooklyn. I don't know if he called, but they would have left him on hold either way. But he probably would have tried to take up a whole segment. So no, it was nice having that many callers get a chance.
Yeah, I agree, and I think like Rome set the pace real good by just getting to it too. So I think that kind of got everybody just in that mindset.
My brother Tyler, what up, dog? How you doing, man?
Cool, dog. He's back,
dude. This is the best. Your call is the best thing that could have ever happened to someone like me. These two guys, they don't like you. You prove that these guys don't need me here, Tyler. I can quit now. These guys got it. I've got them to where they can handle it, because you're just smooth, dude. So I'm getting a lot of love from Tyler in the chat right now, dude. So I wasn't able. I had to step away for a second, but now I'm back, and now I've got to ask you some questions that I don't know if you've already talked about, but how do you think you did, or how did you feel about your call? How did you feel about your call when you hung up, and what did you think about the podium?
I thought the podium was pretty good. Who was it? Was it Brad, Vic, and Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed Sean, so I can't really chime in on that one. Right. Like, I heard the first minute, but I'm assuming if he got there. But yeah, I mean, like those top 5 or 6 guys, I feel like any of those guys could have been up there. But I had Brad and Vic up there, so like they usually get that right. And then as far as my call, like I thought it was good. I knew it was gonna be short, so I feel like I got in what I wanted to get in, and then I just basically wanted to just show up and just put something good together, considering the last one was terrible.
Well, look, check it out, Tyler. Though the best part about your situation is you live to do it another day, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're part of the mix now, man. How does that feel to be like part of the actual mix? That no matter what, that you can pick up the phone and you're going to get on the greatest show of the year. How's that feel, dude?
Oh, it's awesome, man. It's fun, dude. it's a nice dysfunctional family we got going on, and it's just like last year, like honestly, last year I wasn't sour or anything like that. It just worked out. I'm like, I'm just taking the year off. It'll be nice just to actually listen to it again and just see how everything plays out. And then I kind of knew that this year, if it worked out, I'd try and get back in, see how it goes. And yeah, it's fun to be back in, hanging out with everybody and stuff like that. So, you guys know how it is. It's a shit show, but it's a fun shit show. It's like, that's why I always joke around about it. I don't have any social media. All I have is Twitter, and I have Twitter to hang out with all these fucking guys that I don't even know, but it's hilarious. So keep doing it.
I love that it's a shit show. So, hey, dude.
Yeah.
So, when did you get your call ready? How did you prepare for it? And just give me a little bit more about that, about how you got your call ready, and when did you start putting it together?
Pretty much when I kind of was flirting with the idea of calling, and then when I called the other week, and then they gave me a golden ticket, and I'm like, well, I was thinking I'm probably 50-50 didn't get on, and then so I was kind of just jotting notes down, and basically my only philosophy this year was like, what happened before, I felt like I would try and think of shit that people would like. Whereas this year I'm just like, I'm just gonna write, like, say shit that I want to say. So it's like I just had a couple ideas and just went from there. Like, that's pretty much it. It's not really rocket science, I know, but like I really wanted to. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it, I guess.
I like that though. This time you went in there and you skipped last year, but this time you said, you know what? I'm going to do what I want to do. I want to do what I want to do, and I'm just going to, and whatever it does, whatever happened. But at least you did it your way. That's different, and that's a different concept that we've heard, so far today. And I like that. I think that's cool, man.
Yeah, where it's like I don't know, because a lot of times when it's just it's almost like, I don't know what doing comedy is like, but I feel like the Smackoff is kind of like our own version of doing comedy. So I feel like if you went in there trying to make people laugh, like, if it's not authentic, then they're not going to think it's funny, right? So, like, unless I go in there and say shit that I'm actually feeling, then it's going to come off that way, right? So, what do you guys think? That's the way I look at it.
You guys are doing comedy, but you're not doing it at Dave's Pub. You're at Madison Square Garden, bro. You're at the big scene.
Yeah. 2.5 million listeners.
Yeah, dude. You guys are out there in front of the world. So props to you guys for being able to even think about doing that stuff. Yeah, dude. This what this show is for, and it's what it's about, man. So anytime we can have you guys on, man, we just love to have you guys on. That's why we're here for, brother.
Oh man, yeah. No, I think it's awesome. I love the show too. So it's always fun. This is the fun part too. I don't know. This whole thing's totally fucked. It's just funny. Like, even just talking to you guys and shit, I don't know. It's awesome. And, like, I got to second what Brad said. Like, you guys have a big part in it, too. Like, having Stucknut and everything like you guys keep the community going and everything. And, I don't know. Just wanted to second what Brad said about that. And, yeah.
Tyler,
I don't know. I think it's fun to be a part of everything, so.
You're the man, brother.
Because at the end of the day, that's what it is, man. It's a big fucked up community, but it's fun. And if everybody kind of plays a part in it, and like, even my buddy was texting me, like, the Smackoff, he compares it to WWE a lot, and he's, so we're all kind of playing our role in this whole thing, and it makes everything flow real nice. So,
well, it's fun to be part of it, even doing what we're doing. It's fun to we don't. I'm never going to call that during the Smackoff. I'm never going to be a part of it, but we do have a part with it, and we get to listen to people like you, dude. But makes it fun. Hey, brother, thank you so much, Tyler. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for your time.
Later, bro.
Guys, have a good day.
All right, bye.
All right, catch you later.
I'm back, bitches. Got my own mic. Got my blue little thingy on my mic now. Hedstrom, what do you think, man? I'm all cleaned up.
Did you wash your hands?
Did I wash my hands? Hell no.
Yes.
My
mom is asking. My mom just texted me, and she says she's watching.
Oh, no.
Hi, Mom. By the way, I got here safe. Everybody's safe. Pool Doc safe. Pool Doc got to Houston safe. She wants. Did you wash your hands?
Absolutely, twice. And
okay,
I use hand sanitizer. I'm good to go.
Very good. So we're all set. Okay.
And
Hi, Mom.
Stucknut World Headquarters has, like, the best Charmin version that you could ever have. I mean, like,
okay, TMI. Moving on.
No, wait. I got to tell you, this is like foreplay, bro. It's like foreplay. All right.
So your finger's not going through it. Okay, we get it. Yeah. Okay.
No butthole touching with the no butthole touching with the damn toilet paper and Stucknut World Headquarters, bro. You feel at ease. Everything's good, man. Toilet flush is good. It's great.
Everybody get down.
All right. See, this is what I do. these guys had a great show without me. You know, they're talking to Tyler. I'm sure everything was like professional. Old Bulldog shows up and we're gonna train wreck the son of a bitch. We can't have it. Oh, we're going back to the phones. Cool. Who we got, Steve? Benny. We're going back to Wisco. Benny, you there? What's up, brother?
Pool Doc, what's up, man?
Benny, are you at Lorelei's?
I'm not. I wasn't able to make it there today. I live like I don't know, probably a half hour from there, and
nice.
I wasn't able to make it today. I had a fucking stressful day, but it's all good now, man.
You're listening to Stucknut Radio post Smackoff show. We have the number 4 finisher today, Benny and Wisco, on the phone right now. What did you think about your call? What did you think about where you place? Give me a little bit more about what's going on with Benny right now.
I was, when I heard, to be all completely honest with you, when I heard Left get 6th, I was like, holy shit, did I not make the top 10?
No, I was thinking the opposite, bro. I was like, dude, we still got Kaleb, Benny. You know, I thought you guys were going to come in deep. I mean, you're obviously can't. 4 is badass, but I was thinking you guys were going to make a run to the top, bro. I really did.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy with my call. It really, I was so busy this spring, and even in these past couple of weeks, that there's a point like a month ago or so, I was like, I don't even know if I want to stress myself out with this or not. And then the profile came on, and it kind of got me going. I was like, all right, I got to do this now, but it doesn't change the fact that I had to, kind of scramble to put everything together. Like literally Wednesday night, I wrote my RSVP, and then last night I stayed up late and wrote my Smackoff call. So as far as like just bam, like short notice, like getting 4th place, I thought that was pretty cool. I also thought that my call was funnier than anyone else's.
That's awesome.
But like less than halfway through Brad's call, you just get that feeling. You're just like, oh man, he's got this already. So, barring him getting run or something, I had a feeling that he was gonna climb it again.
Dude, real quick, and I ask this a lot because this is the stuff that I like to dig into. But you started thinking about your call and you RSVP'd, and last night you started putting together. How does that process work for you? Like you have a clean piece of paper, bro. I mean, what do you start putting on that thing? High Jim? How do you start? How do you guys start this shit? What do you start with?
So, okay, I take notes throughout the year. If I find something's funny that I can kind of go off of, I'll jot it down in my phone or something. And so I'll have a list of stuff to pick from, and I have old lists of like past Smackoff calls of stuff that I didn't use. So there's kind of a bank of shit there. So that's, I guess, how I started. Was I opened my phone and I was like, all right, what can I work with here? And I had some funny stuff, like a lot of the clever little one-liners. That's where they were born. But building around it, honestly, there's like a half hour where I was just sitting there, like literally with a pen and a paper, and being like, where do I go from here, man? But it worked out. I was, like Kaleb said before, I was surprised that not more people did that, sticky ball baseball stuff,
right?
Because that kind of seems right up everybody's alley. But at the same time, like, I feel like I could be better at other people than coming up with jokes on that. So I just be stubborn and be like, mine's gonna be funnier anyway. But so yeah, that was my sports take, I guess. And then I think I jotted down when Devin Booker and Pat Beverly bashed heads. Like, I've tweeted that same Pat Beverly joke like a million times, and there were like probably 3 or 4 at least lines or concepts in my call that I've either said before or tweeted before, but I just kind of changed it up a little bit, and I didn't really have a choice but to go with it, and it worked out. But this last night rehearsing and this morning rehearsing, I was like, this isn't very funny, and it's all because like it's jokes that I've been telling myself for years, and I felt like I was repeating a lot of stuff, but I'm glad that nobody else caught on that. Nobody else caught on that, I suppose.
Dude, fourth. You got fourth, bro. I mean, that's you're right there, dude. You're right in the finish, man. What'd you think about Lep coming in sixth?
Like I said, I was really surprised by that. I liked his call. He's one of the few calls that I heard, actually. There were a couple each hour that I heard. There were very few that I heard complete. But the ones that were after me, I pretty much was able to hear. I didn't get all of Mark and Hollywood's. I heard him. He tore into me right at the beginning of his call for a long time, which was funny, and I like that. And then I kind of missed the rest, but judging a reaction from Twitter and everything, and what I'm hearing from the show here, your guys' show, is that he did really well.
That brings up,
and that was surprising to hear his name. Like, what did he take, 9?
Yeah,
or something.
Mark,
I was like, holy shit, dude.
That brings up an interesting point that we haven't really heard or we haven't discussed today, and I just try to when I hear you guys talk, I try to like being a clone. I start thinking about what I want to hear. And interesting. This is the first time someone brought up about like clone on clone violence today. Like Mark calling you out. How does that make you feel? Like, do you want to like, oh man, I'm gonna rip his ass, or you like, dude, this is the Smackoff. There's billions of people listening, and this guy's calling me out, and that's got to make you feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's all fair game. I mean,
Right.
I do the same to everybody else. It's
Right.
kind of the name of the game. But, Mark and I never really interact, and I don't mention him too much. And so I was kind of surprised to hear him go in on me quite a bit.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool. But it was immediate regret because I had a chunk of my call that I had to cut out and change, just totally cut out, that was dedicated to Mark. And I'm sure he'll hear it next year, but I went before Mark, so it wouldn't have made any sense if I would have said it. I would have had to totally reword it, and it just would have been stupid.
That's what's so cool, Benny. What you guys can do, man. Like you said, you rehearsed. You said I rehearsed this, a couple times, and then all of a sudden you're gonna have to do something on the fly, and that's what makes you guys special. That's what makes this day special, when folks like yourself can adjust on the fly and reroute a course that they didn't intend on going through. That, man, that's hard to do, bro, especially on a stage like that.
Yeah, you got to kind of be ready to get uncomfortable like that. Like it's to be expected. That's why this day is so fucking stressful all the time. For me, anyway. I'm not a natural. Like I'd say, like Shawnee and Brad, like they just sound like naturals, and they can just butter it up and let it launch, but you gotta expect discomfort, and it's just how you react with that. You can panic and just keep it there, or you can be a fucking Smackoff caller.
Dude, Hedstrom, quote of the day: butter it up and let her launch. That's the quote of the day so far. You've got that one running right now, brother. But yeah, it's just interesting to hear you guys and get your take on the day. And like you said, it's stressful, and that intrigues me. Being stressed is not fun. I get stressed all the time at work. If I looked at my phone right now, I'd probably be stressed. But it's just to be able to do it while you're, even while making you stress is a strange concept to me, man. Why y'all go through this shit? Why y'all want to do this shit? What the fuck, man?
Yeah, I don't know. And like I said earlier, like a month ago, looking into it, I was like, it'd be really easy to just not do this.
Right.
It would create so much less stress, but then you get pumped up about it, where it amps up to the competition. You're like, damn, dude, let's go. This is fun. I mean, it's always so much. It's totally worth it. It's stressful, yeah, but it's totally worth it. It's a really fun day, and you get to talk shit with you guys afterwards and whatever happens later. But yeah, I still haven't eaten anything today, so that's how like
two of us.
my body is reacting. Like I'm not hungry, and it doesn't, I'm having a cocktail right now.
Love
and it's
it.
just going to go straight to the dome, dude.
Love it.
I have no base right now in my stomach, so.
But dude, this is why we're here. This is why we do this, just to hear from you guys, man. And it's just like I said, the concept of how y'all create and how y'all perform and how y'all feel is what I truly like to try to get out of folks like yourself that actually take the time to call us. I think that we can. I'm trying to create an environment to where folks that don't call can do stuff like what y'all do by trying to get into y'all's head, and I love it, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the opportunity each and every year. It's it's your show is just part of the big day. It's a fun thing from morning until the wee hours or late night. With whoever's got 12. Yeah, Woodscopes is going on Twitch later, and he's got a bunch of us trying to get on at the same time and stuff. And it's a day long event. It's fun, man.
We're having a little after party at the hotel tonight. Steve will be there, so I was telling some folks out there that know us and get in touch with us that we're gonna be hanging out. But we're gonna have. I'm charging my laptop, and I need to go buy a little Bluetooth speaker, but I'm going to have the Woodscopes on out there so everybody can hear you guys, man. So we're looking forward to that. 12 is a dear friend to the show and to us, so thank you so much for doing this.
12's
12's
a neighbor. 12's a neighbor, essentially. He lives right down the highway from the town I live in, and he, if I'm not mistaken, I think he worked with my wife for a short period of time. So
nice.
12's a good pal, man.
Hey, you guys have fun tonight. Thank you so much, Benny. Thank you for doing this. Props on your 4th place finish. It's super. Keep your head up, and I'm glad you took the time, and I'm glad you did it. Thank you for doing it, and thanks for calling us. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. Unlike Jeff in Richmond, I'll be able to keep my head up because I have neck muscles. But no, for real, thanks. I appreciate the opportunity, and you guys have a good rest of the show. I'll probably hear from you later, I'm sure.
All right, brother. I'll talk to y'all soon.
Thanks, Benny.
Still running it, though, isn't he? Still running it. Had a little crack at Jeff real quick. All right, guys. So it is 4:33 Texas time right now, and I believe, Hedstrom, I think we got about 30 minutes left in us. Is that all right?
Yeah, I think that's where we're going. So we're gonna kind of rapid fire this. So we're gonna. So the people that are calling it are getting called now. We gotta tighten it up. We gotta make it quick because we gotta start wrapping this up. So we're not trying to. Yes, we are trying to rush you because we really have to wrap it up.
Dude, let's do this, man. Let's see if we can't get 10 calls in 30 minutes. Can we do this, Hedstrom? If we just go straight to work and we give everybody 3 minutes a call. All right? Let's try to get 10 more. I know I'm quick on the math, man. And one thing I can do is add. But let's try to do this, man. Let's try to get 10 calls in 30 minutes. All right? So you and Steve are gonna have to get this done. Hedstrom, I want you to go ahead and give me a 3-minute timeout, and we're going to politely ask whoever's on the phone to just start wrapping it up, unless it's Jim Rome.
There's your timer.
Unless it's Jim Rome, okay? Who are we going to? Dan in Denver. All right, Dan. Dan, you know what? Let's give Dan 4 minutes because he was on the show today. All right? All right, Dan, what's up, brother? How you doing, bro?
Good. How are you? What's this? I only got 3 minutes to talk?
No, you got 4 now. You got 4, bro.
Oh, I got 4. That's great. Hey, man, how the hell did I wait longer to get on this show than I did the Jim Rome show today?
Shit if I know. I'm not in control of that shit. Yeah, talk to Steve. We blame everything on Hedstrom or Steve, man. It's easy, bro. Dan.
I gave him the number.
Dan, a lot of chat about how good you were today. How do you feel about your call, dude? Tell me about your experience.
Oh, man. Honestly, and I think I said this when I got 8th. If you had told me yesterday that I would get on, not have to wait all day, and make it through my call, I would have been thrilled. And then today, when they announced the top 10, obviously I want to win, but it'd still be nice to get recognized like 2nd through 10th. I was like, come on, man. But no, I felt really good about my call. But there was a lot of mothers this year. There's a lot of really good calls. So I think I texted someone, I wouldn't be surprised if I finished like 4th, and I wouldn't be surprised if I missed the board altogether because it was that close with everyone.
It was rapid fire at the beginning too, Dan, but look, even at this point in time, we're here chilling about it, just talking about it, but it doesn't matter whether you make the board or not, dude. You're part of one of the biggest freaking things that goes on in CBS and on the radio and all this stuff. you got to be proud about being just part of the field, dude. I mean, what the hell? There's not a lot of people
absolutely. Yeah, and honestly, a month ago I didn't think I was calling. I've hardly listened to the show the last like 11 months. I switched jobs, so our schedules don't line up, and I really didn't have any intentions of calling until like I made the last 2 calls and was able to squeeze it in. So I was thrilled to be a part of it. I was happy to be a part of it. That was authentic when I told Jim that. But yeah, I thought I did better, but all that stuff really doesn't matter. But it was like Mark said, it's you kind of afterwards you're kind of like, I think I did better than that. But yeah.
Big props to you. Last year on our after show, you were the one that initially had said that you thought that Lef was going to have probably Forbes or a soundbite of Forbes on. You called it last time on our after show, and then you mixed it into your call today. So props for that.
Yeah, I did. I see that, and that's where I think it kind of hurt me, but also, it's thanks to you guys. I hadn't listened to the show, like I just said, the last 11 months. So to come up with like new material, like what am I going to say about Lef? He's called like once since the Smackoff. I've listened to 0 shows since the Smackoff. Like that's really all I had for him was last year's call, and I really don't like doing that. Like I came in this year. Yeah, but. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a personal preference of mine. I would rather talk about something more relevant. Other callers like just reset all of last year's stuff. I didn't really want to do that, but I didn't have anything on the guy. But I still, and I don't think he's come out and said it. I still to this day think he had Forbes and someone fucked up.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I agree. Going back and listening, I agree. Yeah.
Hey, dude. So you don't listen a lot anymore. You then all of a sudden, the big day, you're in, dude. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, bro.
Honestly, I doubt that anyone cares. But what happened was, another caller that I talked to quite a bit outside the show texted me a screen grab that he was listening on CBS Sports Radio app of Tyler calling me out for not calling and doing like my call the day after last year. And I was driving home from work. I wasn't at work. I left early that day, and I was like, "Fuck it." And I wrote that script and I called. And when I called. I don't know if you guys have obviously called. For some reason, Hawk, every time he answers, goes, "Jim Rome Show, who's this?" Well, I hadn't talked to him like 11 months, and when he called, he just said Jim Rome Show. And he never said the who's this. So there was like this awkward gap where I was waiting for him, and I was like, oh, hey, Adam. He's like, who is this? And I was like, oh, it's Dan in Denver. And he didn't believe it was me. He's like, where have you been? He was like grilling me. And he's like, were you calling the day of the Smackoff? And I was like, I don't know. Am I invited? He's like, absolutely. And I was like, okay, man, I'll see if I can work it in. So, but the Tyler call went really well. Rome liked it. And so I knew, but I didn't think I was going to get on air anyway because I didn't get on last year, and I put in more effort last year than I did this year. So I was like, well, I got to call the week of and try to solidify that spot. So
do you think that helps? Do you think that helps when you do that, when you call in the week before and solidify a spot? I mean, do you think that helped you got on the show today?
I mean, this is the 3rd Smackoff I've been in that I've actually been on the air, and the 4th that I've been invited to, and the other one I sat on holding it pretty much the entire. I hung up at the beginning of hour 3. I'm not delusional enough to think I'll get on at the hour 3, but yeah, I mean, this is the first time. Cal kind of opened the gate for this, so I don't mind saying it too. I knew when I was going. They DM'd me Thursday and said, hey, you're going end of first segment or be first or second in the second segment. So I know I was going in the first like 25 minutes. So, and that never happened before. So I think absolutely it matters. And I think the subject of, or the topic of my call mattered because I was the first one to really take out Chael for that tweet on the show anyway, from just checking your stuff on Stucknut. So I think I got a little brownie points for that too. But yeah, I knew when I was going. I didn't know who was going before me, obviously. So I had to kind of react to that. But it definitely helped me. But also I think it hurt me because I think my call kind of got forgotten. Going that early.
Yeah, that's this whole 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour thing, you know. Especially if they're slotting calls. Once again, show, post, win, whatever the hell, dude. You're in the big game, and you gotta feel good about that. That you know they actually put you in the slot. You knew you're in, and it's gotta be good to feel like hey, I'm part of the big deal, man. Big deal.
Yeah. Well, I started as a listener, and so the last couple Smackoffs being in them, I don't want to say it ruins the fun because obviously it's fun to call, but you don't get to enjoy listening to the calls before you when you're waiting on hold. because you got to like write things down. Okay, I can't say this. Someone else said this. Like, I got to change this. So you don't really get to appreciate some of the other lines and stuff. And as much as I'm probably a dick to these people, I really like some of their callers, and I really enjoy listening to calls. So it was cool to go that early and be able to just hang up and do both, not have to deal with the stress of waiting on hold, wondering if, this time I put in my script is going to pay off, and actually just, get to sit back and enjoy it. And there was a lot of really funny callers today. There was a lot of lines I laughed at really hard. So I was happy with both.
Absolutely love the take. Thank you so much, brother. Hey, I'm sorry you had to wait so long, man. I mean,
I'm kidding.
Next time, bust Steve's ass on it or Headstrom.
I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. Hey, and also, I heard you guys are giving away T-shirts. I wear a size large. So,
Got it. On the way, bro. On the way. I'm just going to send it to Dan in Denver. Will it get there if I just put Dan in Denver right there?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Absolutely. It's hey, also, man, am I allowed to keep talking or am I 4 minutes up?
No, you go. Go. You got.
Okay. No, I remember when I talked to you after I got 8th, one thing that you really liked, I don't listen to you guys as much as I should, but you really liked how, like I mentioned, I adapted with my script. And I think there was a lot of that this year. My entire open was completely different. And then as soon as Jeff mentioned me, I was like, okay, I can't do this. I was going to start with like this funny, like 35 seconds of like pretending it was last year's call. And I was going to mention like Trump's president, like we're in the middle of the pandemic. I had jokes about that. And then I was, oh crap, Jim, hang on. This is last year's script. And I was going to restart.
Awesome.
Like what? And I was like, wait, I can't do that. Like Jeff he gave me more lines than I expected. I didn't really think people would mention me. And Jeff gave me like 4 or 5 lines. I was like, oh crap. So I got to completely redo this. And the other thing, at the end of my call, and I sent my call, a couple of the lines to other guys, they can attest to this. I wanted to say, I said, Jim, now that I just lit this field on fire, I'm going to crack open a swing lube and watch it burn. And I cracked the can. My plan was to slurp the beer. I actually had a beer, and then I was gonna start like gagging and dry heave and make fun of Hawk's beer. And I realized the day of, the thought crossed my mind, Jim might think I'm done when I say that line and I won't get to the bit.
Right.
But I'm like, no, because there's always a couple second pause. I'm like, no, I'll be fine. And then when it happened, I was like, son of a bitch. That was so funny.
I thought you're gonna throw a big ass burp on top of it too. That'd been awesome too, man.
Oh yeah, burp would have been good too.
Yeah.
But no, I wanted to gag and make fun of his beer. But yeah, I didn't get to do that. But yeah, and real quick, I thought Mark and Hollywood. I thought Mark and Hollywood was gonna win. When they hung up, I was like, well, Mark got it because his call made me laugh the most. His first like 55 seconds was about Benny, who went right before him. And I mean, I gave Jeff in Southfield like 20 seconds, who went right before me, and I know how hard that was. So for him to do that twice as long about Benny, and I don't think those were like pre-planned rebuttals either. I think he wrote those on the fly, so I was really impressed with that. Yeah, hats off to Brad. That was a really funny call. Brad made me laugh the most, but I thought he would have gotten docked for some of his penis stuff, but he didn't, and that was a really good call.
Brother, thank you, sir. Go enjoy yourself. Have a good day, man.
You too. Hey, guys. Thank you.
Later.
Thanks, Dan.
Well, there goes 10 and 30. All right.
There you
go. All right. So we have 9 left. We got 9 callers holding, Steve? Something like that. All right. So we're going to get to, okay, let's do this, Headstrom. We're going to get to everybody that we've told them that they're going to be able to call, okay?
I am not taking any more DMs.
Right.
So if you DM me your number from now on, I'm going to have to defer you to 12 Wood at 10 p.m.
Good call.
Central time tonight. Is that right? 10 p.m. Central?
10 p.m. Central, yep. And we're just gonna like, obviously Headstrom's, on like not at home, and we're gonna put a wrap to it, but we're gonna give you 3 full hours, which I think is pretty fair. Who are we going to, bud? Jeff in Southfield. We got you. Come on up. What you got, Jeff?
What's happening, my dudes?
Nothing, man. 10th spot, Jeff. What's up? What's up with that?
I haven't heard any calls other than Brad's and Left's, so I have no idea where I would think my call sat next to others. I'm happy to place. Based on what I'm seeing on Twitter, it doesn't look like my call was received too well, so I'll take it.
Dude, you were in the field. You were in the game. You got on the board, bro. You're number 10. You'll take that shit any day. I know you wanted to win. Everybody wants to win, but man, you're 10th, dude. You gotta keep your head up, dude. You're on the board.
I'm pleased. I can't say, based on what I've seen on Twitter, I mean, I really, like I said, I don't know how anyone else did, but it looks like my call is taking a lot of hate. So if I placed, then I think I should be grateful. So I am.
Dude, let me ask you. I got to ask you one question. All right, you got to be truthful with me on this one. All right, and you don't have to. You don't have to. You can do.
I never lie to you, cool dog. Come on now.
Are you Paul's dog?
No.
No.
Not Paul's dog.
I love Paul's dog. I was hoping it was you. God damn it. Well, you need to be Paul's dog, dude. We need to figure out another way to be someone's dog because I thought that was you, bro.
I have no idea. No idea who that is. His calls are too short to be me.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Jeff, you got your call out. You finished. You done it. You hung up the phone. What'd you think, man? You think I nailed it? Then you're hearing this shit on Twitter that you didn't do. I mean, what are you feeling like right now, man? Tell me a little bit more about what's going on.
Honestly, I came out the gate much like last year, feeling that I was a little bit off. I think my first 15 or 20 seconds, I wasn't quite there, and I undersold the first couple of jokes. But I feel like the latter half of my Cablinasian rant, I recovered, and from there on, I thought my call was good. I mean, I was dreading when I took a quick peek at Twitter that it sucked, but I listened to the take box once, and I wasn't horrified by it. I thought it was good, except for the first 15, 20 seconds. I wanted to write a call this year that was very dense in punchlines, and I was very proud to write a call that almost every joke in the call is the setup and the punchline are all in one sentence. I mean, I got to say, I was totally offended when Pendergast accused me of stealing jokes from the internet and just plugging in names, because of that stretch on him, I edited 100 fucking times before I broke that out on air. And the reason those jokes sounded formulated is because I formulated them and worked really hard at editing them. I never, ever, ever take jokes from anywhere but inside my head. You can say my jokes suck, but don't ever call me a plagiarist. And you know what? For Sean to say that on air without even thinking about whether it's true is just such fucking bullshit. And you know what? That's all I got to say.
Rum Dog 47 thinks Jeff's call was great. See, bro, you're not getting bad shit in here. Let me keep digging through here, man. Ask Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff. What you got?
I said I always got like a small pool of fans, and it's strange to look at Twitter and see like half a dozen tweets saying you were the funniest call ever. I laughed more at your call than anybody's, and then see like half a dozen tweets that say that was the worst fucking call in the history of the Smackoff. You ruined the Smackoff. Fuck you, Jeff. It's tough to know whether it was good or not from that reaction,
D in Camarillo says the one-liners were on fire, bro. He was rolling. Woodscopes wants to know, ask Jeff how he feels about the conspiracy of him being Mike. What do you think about this you being Mike bullshit?
I've thought it's mostly as good fun and probably good for the show. And Mike's a great caller. I'm a big fan of Mike, so I consider it a compliment. But I got scared of it this year that when I heard Hawk and Alvy both think I'm Mike, that I need to let them know who I am, because I might not win the Smackoff if I drop a great call if they think I'm Mike. So I let them know before the Smackoff who I was. I sent them some information.
Nice.
So
nice.
That's the only part of it I don't like, is maybe not winning the Smackoff because they think I'm Mike, but I don't think they do anymore. So.
Yeah. No, dude, you scored 10 today. You did your job. You got into the show. You made the board. You should be feeling great. Who gives a rat's ass what anybody thinks on Twitter? This is you, dude. You're doing what you're doing, and I thank you so much for coming in here and talking to us, man. And I'm excited to hear you, brother. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you so much for having me on, man. It's been an awesome show. Awesome wrap-up show.
Thank you, Jeff. Have a good one.
Thanks, Jeff.
Dude, that's 2. I got 8 more. 8 more. Right now, the shitty bang bang that is this show. We're Headstrom. We're like coming up that hill. Oh, we got breaking news. Oh, hell yeah.
News story.
Apparently, there's another show tonight. The Real Left Hook will do his infamous Twitter Live at about 9 p.m. Pacific to recap in his own unique way.
Nice.
That is direct from the horse's mouth.
Cool. All right. We'll definitely check that one out too.
So look for James in Sacramento, Team RTN at the Real Left Hook. So you have some options tonight, people.
Dude, and like I said, we're having a little after party, Houston. Those of you who know that we come on down.
Everybody's got options tonight.
Yeah.
I'll be sleeping. I'm gonna be asleep. I'm gonna be crashed out in probably about 45 minutes.
Steve, you notice how Hedstrom wants to do 10 and 30 minutes, and he just keeps yanking and yanking, and he just doesn't stop talking. Damn, Hedstrom, you're producing your show.
I'm filling in while he's calling me.
Dude, you need to drink another NOS. You need to drink another NOS, bro. You need to have another swig. All right, we're headed to Green Bay. Back to Green Bay. Our boy, the golden ticket holder, my boy. I threw a shitload of nut coins at him. I'm still proud of him. We got it back. We're going to hold on to it. Jeremy, my brother, what's up?
Doc, what up? Come on.
Dude, come on. Dude, yeah, Jeremy, come on. You got it back. That was all that mattered. That was it, dude. It was it. It was. You're there. You're still. You were there, brother. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, dude. I mean, it was just fucking cool to be in the Smackoff, dude. Like, I've listened to, like you guys, shit tons of those, and never thought I'd be in one. And I'm glad I wasn't one of those guys that got left on hold their first year. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I couldn't use lines up. I only had so much time. I couldn't use lines up to say what an honor it was or anything. I had to just go right into my deal. But it was fucking awesome to be in there with legends and shit.
Was it worth it, man? I mean, you lost it, you got it, you lost it, we got it, and also we have it back, and now you're in the big dance. You got to be feeling good about it, whatever outcome results from it. That you were in the game, dude. I mean, this is going to set us up for next year and the year after, bro. I'm telling you, we just need a little warm up. So today was just a little warm up, bro.
Definitely, dude. It's a process. I mean, I think I'm happy with my call. I like my call. I mean, I like my lines, the reaction afterwards. I mean, it was probably the best first hour in a few years.
Agreed.
I was listening to the calls before me, the calls after me, and I was like, dude, we fucking brought the heat in the first hour, so that was cool. Because usually that's the storyline of the Smackoff. Everyone's tweeting the fucking first hour sucked. Now, second hour, now the party's starting. But I think the first hour was strong, so I'm happy to be part of that, dude.
Damn straight. It was rapid fire. We didn't have someone bringing us down. We didn't have someone yelling at us and telling us that we shouldn't be doing this shit or that shit. It was takes that didn't suck, and it was a Smackoff, and our boy was part of it. Jeremy is something that what this show has been designed and built for, and this is why when I talk to Jeremy, I say we, and I say that we did it and we got it because Jeremy you know what I'm saying, Jeremy?
No, I'm pretty sure I called you guys first before I ever thought of calling the show, and you were like, dude, you got the golden pipes, you got the voice, dude, you don't even need us. Because I was like, I don't have a gimmick, I don't have a character. Like, you don't need a character, you got the voice.
You got the voice, dude. So today, Jeremy had his head right and pipe tights, man. So
pipes were tight, dude.
Dude, I tell you, just so proud of you, brother. So proud. I mean, just when we lost it, and I'm stressing, when we lost the ticket. I was like, me and my wife were like speechless, and I was like, "Damn, I'm gonna have to talk to Jeremy." I don't tell you, dude. Man, if I could give you a big hug, I would have, bro. I was like, we lost our ticket, and even my wife was like, "How did we lose? It was such a good call. How did we lose?" I was like, man, the king.
It was good, right? I don't know how I lost the ticket, man. Like, dude, I was proud of that fucking call.
I was too, and then all of a sudden, dude. They come back and then you lose it like some different
after the break, yeah, dude. I like when they went to break, I'm getting all these DMs like, dude, you crushed that, you just submitted it, and then like I walk off, I'm like walking in the garage, and then I hear like Rome talking, like, what the fuck? And I come back in, what was he saying? He just took my ticket,
dude. Dude, and we're supposed to be talking about the Smackoff, but hey, you know what? It's you and I, bro. You did great. I'm happy. I'm happy for it. We'll talk.
That's cool. No, let's talk Smackoff. Yeah, let's talk Smackoff.
All right, but real quick, man. After you did that call where he ripped it for you, me and Jana were literally listening, right? Watching on TV.
That was good, dude.
And we gave each other a high five, dude. We're like, yes, we still got it. And he come back and rips it from you. And then I was like, oh, man, this sucks, dude. Anyway, today's call, bro. Give me
Yes.
a rundown, man. Give me a rundown. Talk to me.
I was stressed out as hell last night, man. Like, I thought I was going to be nervous this morning, but I wasn't. Like, I was surprisingly not nervous. Like, talking to Hawk before the show started, like, I was freaking pumped, dude. Like, literally this morning I woke up and I put Baba O'Reilly on repeat for like an hour.
Nice.
Like, and that was my opening line because I was just jacked, dude. Like, I was feeling it. Like, I didn't even get my call finished crafted till in the wee hours of the night, dude. Like, because I wanted it to be right. I was trimming fat. I was cutting stuff out. I knew I didn't have as much time as most people, being a golden ticket guy, being a guy that Alvin maybe would have been looking to run just to have one funny run or something, you know, and the way they took my ticket. Like, I was stressed out piecing the call together thinking, I got to play this smart. Like, I can't just, like, go balls to the wall all week long. They're lecturing, don't do this, don't do that. Like, I got a couple lines that would have hit fucking hard. I mean, after I hung up and listened to all the calls 2 hours later, I'm like, I should have left those lines in, but I didn't have that type of leash those guys got in the third hour, you know. So I think I played it smart. I did good enough to still be on their radar, you know, throughout the next year.
A couple of things happened today with Jeremy. Number one, you're in the game. Number two, you're going to be part of the game now. So you're already in. You accomplished a shitload today. A shitload. We're good, man. Hey, Jeremy, are you gonna be hanging out on the Woodscopes tonight?
Yeah, I could probably do that. What, you trying to cut me here, dude?
Dude, I got 4 minutes for each caller now.
4 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
You still got. I want you to close.
You guys are up against the hard. I'm the king of the hard break, dude. It's all good.
Bro. Yeah, we were supposed to be out here at 5, and the suits are looking at me funny right now.
I hear you, dude. I hear you guys. Well, thanks for the show. I got to rewatch some of it. I was in and out, but I'm gonna rewatch some of it, dude. And thanks for what you guys do.
So proud of you. So
appreciate
proud
you, dude.
I'm telling you, man. I just loved everything about what happened today with you and everything else. All right, brother. Thank you so much.
All right. Peace out, guys.
All right.
Late.
All right. 2 minutes per call? Oh, shit. All right. Hedstrom, you keep winding me down like that. You keep winding me down, all right? How many more we got, Steve? 4 left. All right, 4 left. Oh, come on, Steve. We can give him a little bit more.
Possibly 5.
Possibly 5. All right, let's go 5. We got 5 left. I just got word from the suits.
And we're gonna close with a legend of our own, okay?
All right. I just got word from the suits that they will allow us that 15 minutes that we need to get the calls in, but they are going to pull the plug at 5:15. They're giving us 15 minutes for the bad audio. Okay, so they allowed us to do that. So we do have a 15-minute window to get 5 calls on. So Hedstrom, we're going to have to average about 3 minutes.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll get to it. So we're going to run through these. I believe we're going to go to one more participant. I think we got one more participant on the line.
Okay.
Then we're going to go to some clones. The clones that we're going to go to, I've already chatted with them there. We just need to make it quick. Get in, get out. Really appreciate you guys hanging in there and listening. This has been phenomenal again. Phenomenal turnout as usual. So, Steve, let us know when you're ready.
We're ready right now. We're going to L.A. We're going straight to Matt. What you got, Matt? What's up, brother?
First off, humbled today to be in the Smackoff. All you pukes and haters got your wish. You know what I mean? Ironically, as I pulled up to the AT&T Tower in my hometown of Gardena, my freaking reception failed, much like Jeff in Richmond and what's the other guy, the fat boy from Houston, Cablinasian diet. But, hey, it's all good, man. Hey, I am honored to be the worst caller of this Smackoff. I'm going to wear it like a badge of honor, kind of like Ray Craig wears windshield covers as a freaking space jacket. So, hey, man, I'm going to roll with it. You know what I mean? Like, it happened, and what can I say? I got to get on Hawk's ass and all CBS, too. They cut me short because I have 3 golden tickets, damn it. Remember that. I also got supposedly buried by Horsemouth, Tombstone DA in that Smackoff a few years back. But lo and behold, man, nobody could get rid of me. I'm like the cockroach, baby. And I bury these cockroaches, if you know what the hell I mean.
Yeah, dude, not even Raid will fuck with you, right, bro? You're a cockroach with powered, bro. You're so
Black
awesome.
Flag has nothing against me, my
Black-
man.
You drink Black Flag for breakfast, brother. Fucking
That's
mad.
right. Downing them with my tequila shots.
Hey, dude.
And some Jim Beam.
Hey, man.
Yeah, what's up?
Dude, is rumor, our chat, everybody's saying you have a flip phone. Is that correct?
So I don't anymore,
Okay,
by the
all
way.
right.
But it's not by choice. I fought with AT&T, damn it. Apparently 3G is no longer even on the web.
No,
so I can't, I couldn't mess it. Nah, I got an Android, and unfortunately for me, like, I couldn't use this phone I'm on. I have a backup phone, and damn, man, I don't know, whatever the reason, that phone is batting like 333 in the jungle, dude. I'm like 3 for 9. Every time that I get in on that phone, it goes to crap for some reason. But I couldn't tie up my work line this year. I didn't take the day off or nothing.
Right.
I've been like really hectic with work, and so I just did it on the fly. He caught me when I was on a freeway offer app of all places. I had just thrown a dime on in Irate Craig's coffee cup on the way out, and man,
that was nice.
yeah, exactly. Hey, I try to help the homeless.
Dude.
Drizzle may hate on me, but you know what? It's all good. And so, I heard like everybody was saying like where my call was going. I was only going at champs this year, and one faux champ, Garrett Ritt. I had a little bit of ageism smack for my man too. That's where I was transitioning. I had the Cablinasian in my sights. I had Nadsley and Corona in my sights. By the way, 6-time champ. Although he and I are adversaries, I got to give respect. He is today the best there is. But hey, Romeo will be around longer. I can pick up 7 in no time. Damn it!
Dude,
I ain't tripping.
You gotta respect.
But yeah, no, you have to.
Yeah, dude.
You have to, man. He's, hey, he's a hell of a caller. And like I say, even though him and I have beef, well-known beef, still, it's all good, man, because, like I say, that's why I was going at him and only champs. Next week, my plan, while the, co-hosts are in, I got to do like my quintet of calls, try to call every day. And I was planning on hitting up all the chumps that didn't make my call, like C-, BJ in the Bay, who couldn't even hold a golden ticket, yet still has that in his line, golden ticket class. No, my man, you are even more of a failure than my phone connection.
That's
awesome. All right? And L.A. will always be on top of San Francisco unless we're looking at a map. Don't forget that.
Brother.
You puke. Yes,
Matt,
sir.
I'm so happy for you. I'm so glad you're in the game. Who gives a rat's ass whether your phone did? I don't give a shit. You're in the
That's
game.
right.
You killed it in this show. You absolutely murdered it. Thank you so much. I'm up against it, but thank you, Matt.
Hey, Stucknut is my man. Steve, Pool Doc, Headstrom Bacon. Matt and LA got nothing but love for you guys. Outro!
Back at you, brother. That's how it's done. Can I get 4 more calls like that to close this baby up? Headstrom, let's just get 4 more like that. Get in.
Beautiful.
Do your shit. Give Steve some love. Get the hell out of here. Matt, well freaking done. Well done. Good job. Good job. Where are we going, Steve? All right, well, Steve's doing his thing. All right, Headstrom, talk to me. Say something.
Right.
Please, just talk.
So I'm just all you got to do is just talk.
I know you're ready to go diving and go have some fun, but we got one.
I know I'm ready. I'm ready to go sleeping, my man.
You're sleepy.
Little sleepy sleep. I'm gonna take a nice little nap, then I'm gonna go grab some grub, and then I'm gonna take the real hard nap.
Headstrom
That's
sleeps
gonna be
with the
good.
fishes. Oh, you better not be sleeping with the fishes, bro. I didn't mean to say that, dude. Knock on wood. No. We gotta get rid of it.
I'll be swimming with the fishes, but I
You're
won't be sleeping with the fishes.
Dude, I literally have not had anything to eat today, so
Yeah.
I am gonna take Jan out to a dinner or whatever, and then I'm
Nice
gonna
dinner.
take a nap too because
Go get some barbecue.
Yeah,
Rudy's is close by.
wait,
All right, we're going to Johnny in Texas.
we're going here. We're staying here in Texas.
1 minute.
1 minute. All right, we're going to Texas. We got
Come on,
1 minute.
Give him more than 1
Steve
minute.
said 1 minute. We're gonna give him. He won't last more than 1 minute. All right, so let's go to Johnny
You
in
guys are
Texas.
horrible.
What you got, Johnny? What you got?
Hey, we don't need to be talking about my love life, fellas. Hey,
Seriously.
Listen, man. I know this happens all the time. Greatest smack off ever. This was the greatest smack off ever. I don't know how Brad does this shit, but dude, I feel like I'm talking to a dude I grew up with when he goes on. And, there's advantages to being at the end. Number one, he can assess how he needs to jive with his call. But the point is, he does it on the cuff. You know what I'm saying? I had Kaleb number 2, and then Brad came on, and then that changed everything. Kaleb is the same way. I know he gets a lot of crap, but, man, I was really proud of Kaleb. I was proud of Dan. I was disappointed in Rick. I thought Jeremy, his freshman call was pretty damn good too. But, Vic was tight. Man, I thought he had a great call too. But, man, what a great Smackoff, dude. I'm like going through dryuary right now, and I'm jonesing because I wanted to party.
Yeah.
But, man, great call. And again, man, you guys rock, dude. I love you guys. I'm glad I know Pool Doc personally, but man, without you guys, I agree with Brad, dude. I don't know how we could do this 27 years in a row without Stevie, without you, Pool Doc, and without Bacon. So thanks for giving me the time, man. You guys rock on. Party tonight.
Party on, Johnny. Love you, brother. Talk to you soon, man.
Thanks, Johnny.
Late. All right. See, there was another one. We got 3 left. All right, where are we going, Steve? All right, so it's you and I turn, Hedstrom.
Just you. There we go. So you're going to have this party, and I'm just going to explain to people. It's a really nice little pool area, and it's out to the side. And like, who else but other than the pool doc to have a party on the pool deck?
And
right?
there's a bar.
There's a bar right behind it, like right connected to it. And
as most folks know, when they hang out with the pool doc and there's a bar, I bring out the Spurs card, and we put the card down there, and we'll let some Houston people drink off a Spurs card. That's
and you know who's not too happy about that?
All the rock. Oh yeah. She'll probably run over to the bartender and say, "Oh, only let him go $200." But
right.
Yeah, who shows tonight is cool. I know Steve's going to be there. So with Steve being there, then me and Jan are going to have a good time because Steve's there, and I believe Stucknut Jr. is going to show up. So we know we got some people here. That's all. For starters, we're good with that. If anybody else wants to hang out with us, DM Steve or call me. If you have my number, then you're definitely invited. Gordo, that'd be cool to have you out. Right, Gordo, if you're still listening. All right, where are we headed, Steve? Hold on. All right, we're holding on. Hedstrom, so 10, Jeff in Southfield. 9, Mark in Hollywood. 8, Mark in Buffalo. Boston, Jesus, it's been a long day. 7, Rick in Buffalo. 6, left, the champ. Damn it. 5, Kaleb. 4, Benny. 3, Sean. 2, Vic, and of course Brad and Corona, Smackoff 27 champion.
I'm really upset that my pick from last night, Barry, didn't make it on the list.
I'm mad that the dog didn't get it on the board, man. I have our trifectas that we did last night, and let's see if anybody want it. No, not with these numbers. No way. The only one that even had someone on there, Steve, of course, had Brad and Vic. So if Steve would have done an exact $2 bet with Vic's odds being so high, Steve would have probably made some good money on that one with that exacta bet. But no one caught the trifecta, and of course, no one got the superfecta.
You guys are morons.
I know. All right, so this is it, man. So happy for all those guys that called our show. Just
first time Brad being on the show.
Yeah, that was incredible. We started out with Zach. We started out with Zach, and he's at the beach, man. Which we
started off with a clone, and we're going to be ending with the clones, so that's good.
Oh God, let's bring this one up. All right, our brother. One of the reasons Stucknut Radio is here. One of the reasons I'm here in Houston doing what we're doing. Stucknut Radio. One of the founders, the co-founders of Stucknut Radio is on the line. I got Mikey Bagels. How you doing?
How y'all doing?
I'm doing. How's the crick?
The crick? The crick is a little warm today, brother.
You got the Ethernet line on the crick. Don't let it get wet.
Yes, sir.
It sounds good. How you doing, brother? Brother Bagels. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Great show as always, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Man, I mean, y'all had a murderer's row of callers today. Very impressed.
Do you see that thing, man? Right now, all I can see is Sean and down, but look at that. That's some good-looking numbers, man.
Yep.
That dude Zach called us in, and you know what, Bagels? Would you imagine that we'd be at this point when we started this shit
Nope.
back in whatever 2009 or whatever it was? Can you imagine us doing our little bullshit shows to each other? And now,
Not at all.
Now we got 3 or 4 people actually listening to us. Isn't that crazy, bro?
I know, man. It used to be 1 or 2. I mean, we've doubled listenership. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, no, I think we've tripled it, bro. I think last I checked, I think we had 5 in here listening. Yeah, dude.
I love it.
Dude, that's scary, dude. Now all of a sudden, whoa, it's not just us. You know, and when we did our shows back in Bagels, I was obviously logged onto the server, so I counted as a listener, bro. So if I had 2 on there, one was me and one was somebody else, dude. Crazy.
Oh yeah.
Mikey boy, what's up? What'd you think about Smackoff, bro?
Best ever. Okay. It was one of the better ones. I agree with some other people that said, there were less gimmicks. And so, it was more straight smack. There were a few things here and there. When was the last time a regular Stucknut.com message boarder placed second?
Crazy.
How cool is that?
Crazy. Yeah, Vic, man.
Vic comes in second. Testudo almost calls his shot.
Man.
That was that was kind of awesome, but Brad's the man. Brad's the man. Can't say nothing else about it. I did want Vic to win because I'm a message boarder. I'm old school, but that was a slaying. And by the way, we heard our boy Cal on earlier. I'm glad to hear El Bastardo called in to the show today. That's to all the message boarders out there. Y'all understand that.
There you go. There you go.
But
just so everybody knows, Pool Doc, let everybody know. Just give them the props. Let everybody know for those, because there are going to be some people who don't know the importance of this man, his pipes, and all the rest of it. Tell the people who Mikey Bagels is.
He is the flagship. He ran the flagship show. He started this mess. He had his Tard of the Week. Was it of the day, or it was a week, right, Mikey? It was Tard of the Week, bro.
Yep, we had Tard of the Week. Oh yeah,
the flagship station right here. It was so much fun back then, man, Mike, and to have you in here, with us it makes me feel really, really good, brother. Thank you so much.
Oh,
yeah. It just brings it all full circle.
It really does. It truly does.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. And Cal and Vegas does get the Tart of the Week. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah, we can all agree with that. That's awesome.
And even though Lorelei's isn't listening anymore, shout out to them. So
yeah, at least they had us on when cool. That's cool.
It's my understanding that party's closed down.
Oh, they shut it down, eh?
Yeah, well, I should have gone with the.
We take you now to Kermit the Frog with another fast-breaking news story.
The Lorelei has shut down. Do you believe that? Do you believe that stuff? It's like what 5:15, not even 5:15 Central Time, and the Lorelei has shut their party down.
It's a Friday, dude, man.
Give me a break.
It's up north. I mean, Headstrom, you know all about that.
Yeah, that's true. They all want to go out drunk ice fishing, right? They're gonna go.
Yeah.
Gonna go spear some sturgeon.
That's awesome.
Spear some sturgeon, drink some maple syrup. Y'all know how y'all do it.
Oh yeah, we know how to do it. Yeah, I speak the language. There's a little crossover there.
Mikey, well, gentlemen, I got to tell you, it's an honor to close the show with you guys today. And as always, I'm proud of you. I got to listen to most of it. I put off date night for about an hour so I could close with you guys. So that, and I'm waiting on the missus to get out of the shower. Dude, but anyway, that's not important.
Dude,
but
go take care of your business. Thank you so much. We're wrapping this baby up. Thank you, Michael.
All right, brother. Y'all have a good one.
Later, brother. Bye.
Later.
All right, couple more. I love it. Thanks.
What? I thought you said we were closing with bagels.
Are we shutting it? Oh yeah, we got one more.
Oh, this is more of like a PSA. This isn't. So Bagels did close the show for us. This is more of sort of a PSA for us.
All right.
And everybody knows the man that really. Now, he didn't start the Periscope, okay? We made that clear. But he really blew it up for the clones and anybody that was related to the jungle. He really brought it to the forefront with his wood scopes. The guests that he's had on there, I mean, just think about it. I mean, he's had, Brian Weber. He's had Hawk. He's had just the list goes on and on. I'm fried right now because I drank too much of this stuff. And he had Jim Rome on his show, for crying out loud. I mean, drop the mic. There it goes, right? So everybody check out Woodscopes. It's going to be, the party continues, right? Maybe everybody's going home to rest up so that they can listen to Woodscopes. Maybe that's why the Lorelei closed down. I don't know.
We got to sit down and patch our bones so we can just keep trucking on, my friend. Keep trucking on.
There you go.
And really, truly want to thank the callers today. We started out with Zach and Billy. He was at the beach. Dude. Then, of course, the champ came in and just ran it. Kaleb in Green Bay, I got him to cuss. That's Cal. Let's not forget about Cal. Cal, go fuck everybody. I got Cal to cuss about. That's really strange. Silk came in and chilled. Then, of course, we start out again with Sean, the Cablinasian. Thank you, sir. Mark in Boston, well done. Tyler, thank you for allowing me to go take a shit. It was great. The best shit ever over here at Stucknut World Headquarters. Benny in Wisco. Dude, Benny was rocking. Dan in Denver, man. Jeff in Southfield. My boy Jeremy. We did it. Matt came in here and showed us how to close this show. Johnny came in here and gave us a run. And then, of course, Mikey Bagels, our boy. Thank you so much, Mikey.
And really important, Pool Doc.
Yes, sir.
I just got a text from Mom Bacon, and she said that because you washed your hands, you're now one of her favorites.
Aw, that's awesome. And the fact that your mom's listening to me makes me scared. This is, I don't, oh my, Mrs. Mom Bagels, Mrs. Mom Hedstrom, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your son probably cusses a little bit more than he's supposed to. That is totally on me, and I apologize in advance. You guys have been a joy to work with. Thank you so much. You guys up there in the suit section over there, thank you for allowing us to come in here and do what we do. Thank you so much for being so hospitable with me and Jana. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Hedstrom. This is Stucknut Radio. This is the show of the year. Hedstrom's got to go diving. I got to go drinking, and Steve got to go do what Steve got to go do. That being said, we are out. We will see you guys on the flip side. We pulled it off. Our next show is the last Thursday of the next month. I don't even know what month we're in, but thank you so much. We went 3 hours and 17 minutes. Very grateful for everybody that allowed us to do this. Once again, thank you. We are out later.